Fairlease.org. That is where you're going to start your next car exchange journey. I was out with the boys Connor and Nick at Fairlease yesterday. I went to their physical location and learned a lot more about what they do there. I'm ready to say that Fairlease is the dumb zone of the car process. There is no middleman. They can actually do this however you want them to do it. They're the bank. They don't go ask a bank about the interest rates and this and that. It's a community bank. It's a credit union in Texas. They can help you out. Whatever sort of lease you want to get into, whatever you can, just let your mind go crazy. And they can probably take care of you as far as term, as far as getting you a car here from somewhere else in the country.
Any vehicle you like.
Any vehicle you like, they'll find it. They'll bring it to you. Great for the commercial space if you're looking to get, box trucks or work trucks. Unlimited mileage on those leases, tax write-off. They're good people over there. It's fairlease.org. Click the How Did You Hear About Us part. Then you'll see the Dumb Zone. It's fairlease.org.
Fair, flexible, and focused on you. Fairlease when you don't know what to do about a car. 'Cause car stuff is hard. But not with Fairlease. You don't need a dealership, baby.
And hello, friends. It's the Dumb Zone. I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
We are not in our Game Day Men's Health Studio, which is in the Fox 4 building, downtown Dallas. GameDay.dumbzone.com, by the way. Wanted to get yourself feeling right, you old F.
Get yourself ready for Valentine's Day, bud.
Oh, there we go.
Why don't you just rock it up now and keep it for the next fortnight?
It's right around the corner.
It is.
Today is show number 503. And I realized today, last Friday was show 500. So we didn't make a big deal out of it. This is the driving home.
Mantra.
This is growth.
Yeah. This is the way I'd like to do it.
You'd like to hear about it later.
Or not
if at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I do like hearing about it later because it feels like an accomplishment that we didn't hear about it last week. I think it's very tough to be focused, swim like shark, if you're stopping and being like, look at what we did.
Well, I didn't want to say, look what we did.
No, but I mean,
just note that it's a milestone number.
The round number celebration industrial complex, I feel like, is a lot of let's look at what we did.
I mean, I really enjoyed the Conan year in review. I always enjoyed clip shows.
Yeah.
I don't mind that even.
I enjoyed
just
clip
saying,
shows, and then when you get on the radio and you do clip shows, it's like, ugh,
We already
kind of
heard
mailing
this.
it in.
Yeah, I
Like
never.
we would do that with our the Bad Radio Top
which
10.
actually takes a lot of work.
Right. That's
get
harder
right.
to do that show. Well, not for me.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, you contribute ideas to it. I don't know. I 503. I'm grateful. That we
Yeah,
made
I
it.
mean, what if Gummy Thought, brought to us by Early Bird.
There you go.
What if somewhere in history we had just decided, like, on the threes is the thing to celebrate, and we would be celebrating today.
We will.
But we're not.
No.
But we are here.
We're celebrating life through sports.
High atop my garage, and we have a sit-in. He is Eliseo. Eliseo has been here in the past. He was here for a game stream.
I was.
I think he has stalked Jake in some kind of a car line.
I do.
And
I'd rather him stalk me than my kid.
Yeah, I'll leave the kids out.
yeah, that I think you would.
I'm a good guy.
You're out of your
A
cast.
self-proclaimed good guy,
Not anymore. I'm out of a cast.
Yeah.
Eliseo. Oh yeah, didn't you get in a fight and you broke your arm?
Broke my hand.
Yeah, we learned this at
What
the
are you
Dumb
doing?
Zone
What are you
generic
doing?
summer event
Too much tea, man.
that we saw.
GameDay.dumbzone.com.
There you go.
Sure, they actually just do transfusions of Eliseo's DNA.
Just take pieces of my beard.
How old are you?
I'm 50.
He's 50.
I just turned 50, gentlemen.
You look great.
Thank
you do look great, other than when your hand was all messed up from fighting a guy at a grocery store parking lot in Grapevine.
Now, that was when he was 49.
True.
He
This
was
is
young,
very true.
dumb,
True.
and full of some stuff.
June
Yeah.
5th, 2025.
Oh, you know the date?
Yeah, I do.
That was the...
2 days before your event.
Yeah, I was just looking at the
was-
summer event from last
I
year.
have I have a picture with the intern Henry as Bluey, I guess. I got my cast on. And there with my son. So
And
awesome.
we resolved that with no charges.
Yes.
Okay.
Got the lawyer. I will recommend anybody get this whatever Texas Law Shield, whatever, $30 a month. It's worth it if you conceal carry.
Interesting.
You don't have to
I
have
think
it on
we're
you.
learning a lot about Eliseo here, and it's not even closing remarks.
Yeah.
But we'll ask him about his gun.
Okay.
And when it comes to Texas law, I usually refer people to Frankel and Frankel. But you know what? You do your thing.
If some psycho beats you up in a parking lot
Yeah, if a 49-year-old wild man who was just at Game Day Men's Health,
over a
Pistol
dispute
whips you.
in the cart line,
Yeah.
then you need to call 817 or 214 and then 333-3333. Frankel and Frankel. Trusted for years. They'll take care of you.
I talked to Gene.
Did you?
Yeah, I called them after the event. He gave me some good advice. Good.
so
dude.
you talk to a partner.
I did.
See, you don't talk to the Blake.
Great
I like
voice. Great voice. Love it.
Blake is the middleman, but Frankel cuts out the middleman. So, my motto here today is dress for the weather you want.
It's happening,
it's-
isn't it?
It's still very cold.
It is.
At least this morning it was. I was putting out. Did you see what I put out? We're throwing away the Christmas tree.
Ooh.
Had it about a decade. And the wife has decreed she wants a new tree for next year.
Dude.
Get it now.
Well, she's been searching now, and
Listen, bud, there
she
is
went
no...
online. Yeah, she's like, there's no discount. She was like, oh, this one's $600. I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, that's just the way it is.
I
I'm
think
like,
we paid $4 or $4.50 recently in the last
well, we
few
sent
years.
it back. It came to us and was tiny, and I'm like, I don't want this tree.
Huh.
She's the kind of person that always wants to do the buying, and then
Well, that's what I was going to say when
I get
Blake
a little
said,
annoyed
why don't
by-
you buy it now? I was going to say there's really no now with his wife. There's going to be a protracted research project.
well, she did go to, I think, your Home Depot but I guess that's all been picked over. Your Christmassy stores. What is it? Hobby Lobby?
Hobby Lobby's one of them, sure.
Yeah.
I guess they're not going to restock, but
We once took the Christmas tree from the lady that just lost this Texas Senate thing and put it in the ticket studio. Do you remember that?
was that Jan McDowell's tree? Who?
No. The
right here. That was hers.
Scams. Yeah, I just
Wow.
saw that out there.
It's an honor.
It was like
I do remember that we...
right before Christmas.
Yeah.
So they had decided when they looked through their old stuff, actually, we're just going to throw this one away now.
We'll be in Aspen.
I was on my way to the ticket and grabbed it, threw it in the studio, and
Yeah,
Jake
that's great.
decorated it.
Now you
So maybe I'm just saying there is a Christmas tree in 2 bins. You ever go to the Container Store and they sell you oh, this is a Christmas tree bin. Oh, okay. You buy it, and half the tree fits in it.
Dude,
so then I had to go buy another one.
My situation is even worse. We have a bag. I believe it's a dedicated Christmas tree bag, and I don't know how they got it in there the first time, but somebody's put on some weights and is trying to zip that thing all the way up. I'm like on top of it,
We got
Oh,
a
yeah.
bag. We got a bag.
Strip the zipper. Fuck.
So one big bag
Yeah, dude.
goes around the whole tree.
Yeah. You gotta
I
try.
am intrigued by the people that are building new houses and they have a Christmas tree closet.
You told me about that, and it sort of feels like archery is about to be big or something, but it makes a lot of sense.
You can kind of keep it decorated.
Yeah.
Just slide it in there. It fits perfect. It's just this big giant closet.
Great for hide and seek.
It would be, yeah. Look for your Easter eggs in there.
We had this is when I thought, this was on our rich people list when I was a kid, like intercom, hot tub for sure.
Oh, my gosh. This house had an intercom
I remember you saying,
when
yeah.
we bought it, and it's just...
Too much to get.
Did they always stop working within 4 years?
They had to.
But yeah, at
Long,
first
short
you're like,
half-life.
you're in your bedroom. You ever go to a buddy's house with
yeah.
the intercom?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
talking to somebody down. Hey, go downstairs and I'll talk to you. Oh, okay.
You can order something from mom. We had, and I didn't even know this existed until we got it, but when we moved, I was in maybe 7th or 8th grade, and I thought at that point we were rich because we had a 2-story house. There was a laundry chute.
Oh, yeah.
Which was so cool, dude, for any number of reasons,
Yeah.
from
The cat,
sports, jackass type
baby
things.
brother when he's born. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good times.
So, news-wise, this is probably in your news, but I'm just very interested in the thought, because, we'll do Today in History at the end of the show, at every show. And sometimes I will lament the fact that, we just don't have kidnapping anymore.
You just don't.
Yeah, we can get right into Lil Jon's son and Samantha Guthrie if you want.
Lil Jon? I don't know anything about that.
Right? Lil Jon's adult son. He's 27.
Just was kidnapped?
Within
All I
the-
know is about Samantha.
Kidnapped?
Yeah. So,
27-year-old?
do you know about Samantha? Do you know who Samantha Guthrie is?
Savannah.
Savannah, excuse me.
Savannah Guthrie is the
She's been on NBC
host
forever.
of the Today Show.
Yeah.
Oh, good for her.
You never heard of her?
You'd know her if you saw her. There's a lot of her.
don't think you would.
There's a lot of her.
Wait. Think Jennifer Aniston.
That's what I was about to say.
She's the
I know
real-life
her.
Jennifer Aniston from the morning show.
There's a lot of her in that show.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
See?
I don't know who's supposed to be who, but her mom is missing. 84-year-old mom. And they have
Signs
said
of
that
foul
they believe
play.
it's a criminal act.
Did they put out a silver alert?
I think this one's a little bigger than that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see a lot of those.
And she's not mentioned in the Epstein files.
Who?
Savannah Guthrie.
She's in the Epstein files?
Just by proxy, like her husband. They all are, though. Like her husband owns a company that was doing business with.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that's the same thing.
There are Epstein files people that didn't go to the island and nail young chicks, right?
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm just hoping that for Savannah Guthrie's sake. She seems like a sweetheart. She's very housewifey.
Dude, that's where they need to go with y'all's joint. That's what the newsroom. The newsroom?
The morning show.
The morning show. That's what
on
it needs.
Apple TV.
They need to embrace this Epstein thing. And have a couple of. Because they did.
I thought you were going to say they need to have a kidnapping of.
Well, no. I mean, that could work into it.
Yeah.
They did, Me Too and whatever else.
Absolutely.
COVID.
It's a rip from the headlines.
Because, there's I think it was ABC. But
And Steve Carell did the Me Too thing.
yeah.
He was this is kind of so now let's just keep it going. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
There's a lot going on out there, guys.
A lot going on that you don't even know about.
So is that what you were going to get to? Is that kidnapping is back?
Well, yeah, it's amazing. There was like 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah.
You haven't heard about this, Blake?
The drop of the Epstein files has really made me not go to the internet.
Wow.
So I'm kind of.
Does cocaine make you fall asleep?
I'm disconnected.
Because I can't stop.
But
See,
what's
I
fake?
was thinking
What's
about
not?
this last night.
I'm kind of tired of it.
I'm a little bit with Blake. I was thinking about this last night and just thinking how you're energized by this whole story, but I was never really. I don't know anything about it, and it's like you're like, isn't it crazy when you learn that it's true? All this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I haven't thought that. Now, if I would be really flabbergasted if somebody came forward and was like, yeah, I'm the guy that put the Patrick Ewing envelope in the fridge, and then I put it in there for David Stern to be able to feel. That's a conspiracy theory that I've really been deeply involved in for my whole life. But
yeah, I don't, and this has certainly not been my whole life, but long enough to where it's rocking my. And a lot of it, I'm sure, is fake, but typically somebody will link the Justice Department file right there below if it's real. That's not 100% fail-safe, but most of it's real, dude. That's the thing.
And both sides are covering it up? Is that what's going on?
Of course.
Like,
who owns the media?
To me...
Tom Brokaw was in Tom Brokaw, America's Anchor. He was in one of these secret societies for old dudes, the 12 or whatever. I don't even remember. But it's straight out of one battle after another. That sort of thing, that shit
exhausting.
exists. It exists. And they own the media.
It's exhausting. I can tell you about my Tuesday night if we're done with that.
I was just going to, my last thing was on that was going to be, I can't,
too much.
It's a weird position I find myself in going, man, it looks like Marjorie Taylor Greene is the only, like, honest one I can trust on this whole thing. Am I wrong?
No, I mean...
she's the one that would scream in the State of the Union address, and I'm like, what is this person? Who does that? And then she's, like, the only one, like, look, trying to stand up for these victims. And like, oh, okay, that seems good.
Yeah.
But I don't, so now we go on to Blake's Tuesday night or Wednesday, because yesterday was Business Wednesday. Thank you, Sean Kernan, 360 Wealth Management.
I can tell you about playing dominoes with my grandpa. Actually, you know what? I do need to tell you something about that. Because because Jake has done this story forever about how STDs run rampant in old folks' homes, and I don't get it. But I did walk past this couple on a couch smooching.
You're talking senior PDA?
In the lobby.
That's insane.
And so sit down.
Like regular adults don't do that. What are you into, club?
Like making out.
No, not.
A little over the
I just
shirt?
wouldn't, I wouldn't describe it as making out. They
Was
were
there
just
tongue?
Little honk.
If their lips were involved at all, that is a way weird public move for me.
Yeah,
When's the last time you kissed your wife in public? Just like, walking around, standing in front of a store at the mall. Let me get a little smooch.
Have their teeth in?
Yeah, the teeth were in. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so then sit down to play, and then there's kind of like a tension in the air because there's a lot of senior citizens hanging out. They'll just talk over on one table. We got the gossiping ladies behind us, and then we're playing dominoes. And then I've started to bring Brooks, and he'll kind of do puzzles and play games over here. And then finally, one of the new tenants says it. Are they a couple? And then just the floodgates. I saw him kissing over in the physical therapy room.
Nice.
Oh, I saw him in her room the other night.
Had they just departed the room? Did I miss that part? Or are they in the room for this?
No, they're in like the lobby.
Okay, so,
and so
this
we're
is down
just
the
down.
hall.
We're just down the hall.
It's the gossip.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like, if someone is downstairs, you might whisper. They might hear you.
No.
Nobody can hear anything, so they could be just right around, and you just carte blanche to say whatever you want. But they're not leaving room for Jesus on that couch.
Oh, fantastic.
And yeah, it was hilarious listening to them talk about the kissing couple. But why not? If you're 90 and you just moved in and there's a cute girl down the hallway, have at it.
Why not?
Even towards the end of your life, most people are just like, someone else is happy. I don't like that. I've seen it too.
Well, that reminds me in no way of one-day doors and closets before we get to the rest of Blake's story.
Other than maybe that replacing the doors in your home could get you some smooching. It is a great Valentine's gift.
Oh, I guess it could be. And they have a buy one, get one free on doors. So buy one, and then you get two. So you can call that 50% off. You can call it BOGO. You can call it whatever you want.
Really, you don't need to expound on it at all because whichever one you do, everyone understands what you mean.
Oh, so I'm just wasting time is what you're saying? onedaytexas.com/promo30. These are kick-ass doors, factory painted, installed in just 1 day, fully finished. They have the 3D measuring technology, not the 2D, like those
Child's play.
Those pansies over at 3-day doors and closets.
At Tecmo doors.
That's why it takes them so long. But they've got all that advanced technology. They'll cut your doors to fit perfectly in your home. It is like hanging a new piece of art in every room. You should really do it solid, like UB. That's Undercover Brother. Don't know if you get that reference. Anyway, 1-day doors and closets, fully finished cabinet-grade paint. Great dudes as well. They love the Dumb Zone customer. I was just talking to one of those guys this morning who said it was great to work with 1-day doors and closets. 940-969-4790 or onedaytexas.com/promo30. Back to Blakeburg.
So I also had to pick up my wife's car. That's why I was late on Tuesday, or drop off her car, get it back, whatever. The loaner had Sirius XM in it.
Always a nice treat.
Yeah.
It's like picking up sushi or something. You're like, I don't usually do this.
Yeah, so I took a swim through and all that and landed on channel 58, Pure Country. I'm rewinding a little bit. And then I can't tell if I like the bit of the radio DJ like trying to transition between songs, where it's a song about the radio. Ain't nothing wrong with the radio. He comes in, nothing's wrong with your radio. Listening to Sirius Channel 58. Now on to whatever. Just trying to do. Did y'all ever want to be that radio DJ?
I've got news for you. That's the only pitch I had. Most of the time I was doing the top 10.
Really?
And to a point where I was like, yeah, this is ironic, but I would like fake laugh. Like if the guys were all laughing, and then I'd be like, I would almost do the Mulaney meme of like, here I am with all my friends, the hard line, enjoying this conversation. But it's too weird if you just start talking.
I know.
You're trying to be the listener, kind of, you know.
And you feel like you should be doing your own show, and they're going to give you 10 seconds every 5 minutes. You're going to shoot your shot.
It's a touch corny, but I think I like it. There's a song about the rain. Hey, Pacific Northwest expecting some rain this weekend.
I grew up listening to DJs,
but it's sunny in
wanted to be that
Texas.
guy.
Here's God Bless Texas.
Yeah.
And the song plays.
That's very Jim Nance, right?
Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Did you ever want to be radio DJ?
Absolutely.
He wanted to be Disco Man.
Oh yeah,
dude. I couldn't believe it when
Skull's contributions to this world.
Radio was yeah.
Yeah, for us, when did people start doing more bits? Because for us, for me anyways, it was Kramer and Twitch, and I think they were both pretty disgusting.
Were they?
Yeah, but they would they did the Britney Spears prank, which I either got suspended or fired for, where they convinced everyone Britney Spears
was
dead.
national.
It made it national, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know when it became okay to start doing. I guess you've always had like the National Lampoon hour, but like the mix of doing bits and music as a full show.
Well, that was
kind
very
of a
morning
weird,
show.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
When did you start doing more?
Me?
No, just the
just
industry.
The industry.
Yeah.
I don't know. In Cleveland, and here, the zoo was, Mike Reiner was part of that, right? Probably at the same time in Cleveland that WMMS, and they had a show called Jeff and Flash for waking you up in the morning, and we're going to blow something up. And then you'd call and be like, yeah, man, I want to blow up the mayor for doing blah, blah, blah. That's where the Terminator drop came from.
Excellent.
Because I worked for a AM station in Cleveland that was the sister station of the FM giant, the buzzer. WMMS in Cleveland was this renowned station, and that was part of their morning show, and I got access to their drops and stuff.
Fantastic.
Like, where do you think the birthday music from For Why Lay Doesn't Suck came from?
I
Jeff
know
and Flash in the morning.
I love it. I know you've collected along the way, but you're a crate digger.
Yeah, maybe the big Yay drop might even be from the WMMS morning show. Anyway.
There's history in this program.
But Tuesday evening, I spoke to the sports broadcasting class at North Texas.
Oh, yeah.
I've done this
before.
before.
I forgot to reply to the thread.
Yeah. Yeah, and the students aren't really interested in what I have to say, and I don't blame them at all. It's more of the guy asked me to do it, so I do it. But I don't know. I think we all have decent stories of how we got to wherever we got. But sitting down and starting from scratch and telling your story is very hard to do. So I had some things that I wanted to say about, put your head down, blah, blah, blah. And then when it was time to do it, I was like, you know what? They don't care. Whatever. And just give them an expedited story, I guess.
I think it's good if you have some...
It's almost like bullet points.
At least to me, tangible, logical. I remember once when I was in high school, they had a kid who was in our high school the year before. He was a big nerd, too. But he came to speak to our class about college. What's it like going to college? And one of the big things he told us, which wouldn't be relevant today, but it was bring a roll of quarters just because it's going to be hard to find change for the laundry. And I brought a roll, and damn if that guy wasn't right. Just like a logical, tangible, this actually helps you. And I don't know what you could do in radio.
Yeah, you could speak like about your approach or something, but I don't know. There's tangible things like you always reference TC and I not putting out episodes, that we had recorded.
I think that probably helped.
Which, to any degree at all, I don't. Maybe people do it today, but it would surprise me, given some of the.
But when you talk about work ethic and our people that the way I try to frame that like to my kids is that you wouldn't believe how easy it is to stand apart. Like it was like one day and you knew TC was better than the others when I first had met him. Only that like if you asked him for a list of something, he would go type it out and put it in a certain order. Like it really looked nice. And if you ask somebody else, they might handwrite it real quick and just throw it at you. Like it's little things like that. And I think Blake is that kind of a guy. And the thing I try to tell my kids, if you're hired to be a cashier, well, just sweep up around your area then. I know that's not on your job description. So it's whether someone notices it or not is not the thing. But if that's just the kind of way you are, somebody's going to notice it along the line. And they're going to say, this person does that tiny little extra bit. There's no reason to. I didn't tell them to. But I'll remember that.
No doubt.
And now maybe kids glaze over if you're standing in a class saying that.
But
the point is to my kids is it's very easy to find out. Like intern Sam, the second he was there, and we had 5 interns that day. But within a couple days, I know, this guy is, for some reason, he does things a little bit better. He cares a little bit more.
Belichick says.
And that guy gets the first chance to get on the air. If there's some kind of bit, we're going to do it with that guy.
Sure.
And that's can lead you, and then he ends up getting a producer job at the ticket, right? Or whatever, weekend job.
He's a doctor now.
I know.
I think it's luck is preparation meets opportunity, right?
It's a lot of luck and timing for sure.
But you can, if you get a chance and you don't clean up the area around your cashier, then you're not going to be able to cash in. You have to have both.
Yeah, I just thought as I was sitting there, it was hard to just unprompted think of the things that I do that are good. I mean, we're all bad self-promoters.
Well, no, that's why you have to talk about other people.
Yeah, and
like
maybe I should have done that.
The interns stand out because
For
of
sure.
It's like it's really easy to set yourself apart when you go work somewhere. Like you think it's hard, and I think it's not.
Yeah.
I kind of just left him with 2 things. Like one, you just hear the stories of Noah Eagle from the age of 8 was calling games off of his TV and has recordings of it, or doing the stand-up in front of the mirror, or what have you. I was never that person, and you don't have to be that person to get into the industry. Like I think I have a deferential personality. I think that's why I'm here for you too. I'm not for me. There are places for people like that.
And that's why Noah Eagle is where he is today, just because of that. There's no other reasons at all.
Yeah, but then the other thing was just the first time you say no is the last time you're asked. And I really believe that. The first time you're unavailable or you can't do it or won't because you have other obligations, you're not going to get asked again.
Yeah, that was pretty much my MO during the ticket, pretty much the whole time, but for sure early on. And I don't know if it was necessary or not because I missed a lot of stuff, but I kind of just look at it in the end, like Donovan, but it worked.
Right. No, I'm with you. Regardless if I had a mass post-game show, a Musers, or whatever, if I could just physically be at each place on time, I would do it. And it didn't matter what else I had going on.
Yeah, there's another edge to that, which is, I guess that's your physical location, and can I be there? Yes, I'll be there, and I'll be there, and you're there. But you get and I've gotten this with interns, certain people that we all know, that they realize they want to keep being asked, so they say yes to everything. But sometimes they can't handle that load, and then they don't get it done. And then you're like, well, don't say yes.
Yeah.
if you can't get it done.
Yeah, and I guess that's where engineering is just a touch different because if I had the gear and I could be there on time, I could physically do the labor. That's where maybe programming is just a touch different.
Had one of those kids ever heard of
Orthopedic Associates.
Y'all,
the
no.
ticket,
No.
anything like even the ticket. The kids are not aware of radio.
Not really. No.
No.
Like,
No.
why would you ever turn on the radio if you were a kid?
I think at Jamie Newberg's class, I've had maybe 2 or 3 guys whose dads listen. But that's about it. And they're seniors at SMU. But no, mine are different because I get to go talk about sports. Like, the only awkward part of mine is like anything else. It's when somebody else is talking about you. The intro. That is my crawl in a hole moment. But after that, mine, you just get to go talk sports.
This guy bet on himself.
Dude, it is.
hate that one?
Holy, dude. I can't. Just you saying that.
But
I have a
wouldn't you rather
physical
that?
reaction to.
Wouldn't you rather that than, okay, Jake, tell us your story?
No, I would like to handle it. For sure.
I don't want to tell my own story.
This guy's a unique. What am I? Because you know what I'm not going to say? Yeah, I'm kind of a unique voice that is really cut through the noise of the
I mean, you got the
muddled
comedy.
Dallas media. That's what it's. Yeah. Such a beating.
Sports Today will be brought to us by Game Day Men's Health, gameday.dumbzone.com.
Steroids for life. They made it legal for life. You're not playing pro sports. If you knew you could take steroids for life, you would.
That's
So,
your.
Yeah. You want to have more fun hanging out with
That's
your kids?
basically testosterone is
Yes.
that, right?
There's a lot they can do there for you. It
And
starts
like,
with-
why did Andy Pettit say the steroid bid when he got caught? It wasn't about like trying to look like Jose Canseco or bulk up. It was recovery.
injury recovery.
It's much easier to recover. You feel better, and that's basically what you're allowed to do.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep enjoying your life. Be the best you. GameDay.dumbzone.com.
10% off that TRT for life. Did I mention that? Probably did. Well, the big story. What is it? 1 year and a few days later.
What a whirlwind. Tough to really fully wrap your head around.
We're trying to clean all the Luka
Magnitude.
trade off us.
Right.
You spewed your Luka trade all over me and
I timed it out.
washed the hair, and I still got some more Luka trade over here. And here it is. Okay. They somehow found some way to get rid of Anthony Davis.
The Wizards are still in the league.
Yeah, just when you think you're the dumbest franchise out there, you'll find another one. Not like they got a huge haul or anything. It's funny when you read it. You're like, oh, 2 first-round draft picks. You're kidding me. They got a better deal for Anthony Davis than they did for Luka. And then you see one is like top 5 protected. And then the Golden State one, I've never heard of this.
It could vanish type thing.
It's a top 20 protected pick. Top 20?
Yeah.
What world is this? Like, I hate the NBA trades. I don't think you should be able to top whatever protected.
Taking it out of the lottery is aggressive.
Don't top 20?
Yeah, I
Like,
never
so
thought about
it's
that.
basically it's a second-round pick, and that's what they're saying. The other one is, too, because it's like an Oklahoma City pick next year. I was like, all right, well, Oklahoma City's probably minimum 25.
Yeah.
If not, I mean, they're very likely to be in the finals again.
I mean, they could have a catastrophic injury and still probably pick in the bottom 3 or 4 because they've already done it.
Right, so
It's not-
it's 2 terrible first-round picks.
But it doesn't really matter, right? That's the thing is I think you have to grade it on a serious curve. You're not. This is not normal times.
You're shedding baggage.
You're shedding baggage and you're changing your perspective because that was one of the things that I was really interested in after the Luka trade was, boy, how do you go deal with other teams? Like, how does Nico be normal now? Like, I don't know that you can. You know, I mean, I don't know that he could have foresaw that because he didn't foresee all the other stuff, you know, that made it such a big deal. But I just, like, what were they going to do? Who made sense to deal with? Were they viewed as a mark? Was he? It was just very confusing. Like and the answer was nobody was going to run the team. They just didn't do anything.
Did you see
for for quite some time?
Did you see a report that said like the Mavs are they're reluctant to deal with the Lakers?
Yeah,
because of
but I couldn't. I saw
the way they
the
pantsed
tweet,
them.
but I couldn't figure out if it was legit or not.
Yeah.
I would say if that is the case at all, then they are running afoul of what I was going to give them props for today, which is just moving on, because that like vision that they kept talking about of having Flag and Kyrie and AD out there together, the only reason to want to see that is to be able to kind of say to yourself later, if it worked, like, see, this wasn't like a total disaster.
Well,
it's
the
just trying to
vision was-
save grace of like,
Remember, the vision wasn't Flag.
I know, but
The vision was AD and Kyrie, and that's kind of all you need in this world. Like, it's incredibly.
But they did get Flag. I like to think about the world where they didn't, but they did, and had that have worked out perfectly, it would have at least made it more palatable, because you still would have traded AD, but it would have been good basketball, I guess. It would have been, I don't know if that exists with Anthony Davis, but it would have been exciting. There would have been, hey, we're a playoff team before they bottom out. Now they're just fucking bottoming out. Like, it's just over.
Like, that is
And
kind
I think
of,
that's admitting, like, okay, we screwed up here.
once they landed Flag, that was the immediate thought of many basketball people was,
Right.
you now have to gut everything around it. Like, no, but what if we wait for Kyrie and wait? No, you have to gut it. You have to.
And if you had told me a year later that they would have traded AD and fired Nico and told me nothing else, I would have thought that's pretty solid work. Like, I don't know how you got out of this that quick. I think a big part of it is that the fans are loud. Like, I really do think that they're in almost publicly owned territory at this point where people are like, fucking trade him, do it now. I won't come back until you do. And they're like, we're going to try to figure this out. They want to get people back in. That's to say nothing of kind of what I wrote about, the part I wrote about this morning was just it's impossible to build a winning team around Anthony Davis. Not now, ever. He's never been, like, good enough to be the best player because he's a weird player like Dirk was, but Dirk was Dirk. You know, you can't have that much have to be done to get the most out of you. You have to be super good to be that guy, and he's not. So whether it was fitting, and you want to build around Flag, no time of Cooper Flag's career needs to be spent figuring out how do we get a touch for AD on the block. That's a waste of everyone's time. So I'm glad they did it.
Yeah, I'm still going to pay attention to them from afar, from arm's length at least, but I am interested in how this plays out because Dumont is a huge problem, and it's a huge problem that he's involved at all just because, again, he's the guy that signed off on all of this, and now he's also the guy kind of leading everything else. Like, he's leading he will make the final decision on who becomes the Mavs GM. He's going to have the final say on if you have to get his approval to trade AD there. So even that is a bad thing.
It's still kind of a mess. Like, I don't know what Cuban's doing.
Right. Is he leaning on him?
Occasionally we hear from him.
Is he I told you soing behind the scenes? Or at least that would... He's trying to publicly look like a rah-rah Mavs operative, but it feels false to me.
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange, but all you know now is that they have a guy who is a legitimate freak, and they don't have to account for anything else. Dude, I don't know. Come up with something crazy that I've never even seen before. Get 5 of him. There's the chance 5 years from now you're like, the Mavs have revolutionized basketball with this, whatever. But you're never going to be able to even take steps towards any of that if you've got him there.
Well, I have a problem with Kidd being there, too. So I
Yeah,
think
that's
Kidd
a
had big
tricky
part of
one.
this.
Very tricky one, especially if he becomes the GM.
And just Cooper Flag, to me, it just makes me sad when I look at him because I do think, apparently he's a great player, but I just it's still lacking that twinkle.
Yeah, that's not coming back.
That sizzle.
That player.
Luka had it.
I've never. I mean, I'm not
There's very few guys that
old, but I've never seen I've never seen a player that takes the what Luka does to the level that he does. I've never seen that level of asshole and joy at the same time, like never. And so it's a pretty high bar. In the same way that Luka was never going to be Dirk, this dude's never going to be Luka. But his style of play is such that it's not like he's, I don't know, Trey Young or something, where he's LeBron kind of. You know what I mean? He's a type of guy who plays above the rim, all up and down the floor.
Well, LeBron also had a little extra, that twinkle type thing.
That's true. That's true.
Do you see Cooper Flagg ever becoming Luka was kind of like one of the next LeBron, you know?
That's true.
There's very few of these guys. At least Cooper Flagg
but he's also not
like
Kawhi.
Yet.
You know what I mean? Like, he's got a little more, I think. I know, I think it's a couple of our buddies who do, like, the NFL film stuff and the Netflix deal, whatever, that we've had on, filmed Dirk and Cooper Flagg the other day for Amazon.
Yeah.
So
when the trade went down.
We'll see. Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Who made the trade? Finley?
They say McMahon said this morning the teams have been saying they were talking to Riccardi. Homegrown. I mean, it might work, dude. The media will eat it up, I'll tell you that. If they hire a lifelong Mavs fan who's from DFW, and, you know, it puts him in a weird position of being, people are like, well, you were here, so what was your level of, and what can he say? Even if he was totally out, is he like, yeah, fuck them. It's his boss. That's a tricky situation.
Yeah, it's all tricky. We were talking off the air today because you were saying to me, I didn't read the article yet, but that it was kind of like almost in a recovery brain, right? Of a move forward and
not a card I like to play often, unless it's
back.
funny. But
no, but I think that's an interesting way to look at this, because like you know me as someone who kind of does look forward. Like, I'm not living in the past. I always, I'm just very concerned about that. Whether we're doing a show, and even when we were at the ticket, I was concerned about too much good old days of stuff we did 10 years ago. Because we're working now. Like, that diminishes almost what we're doing now for like, oh, man, the best thing we ever did was 7 years ago. Like, no. We're about to do something like that again. Just keep thinking. Keep going. But to me, it's also like, so I'm like that in general. I don't like to look back. Let's look forward. Let's look at what we have right here. Let's not worry. How did your wife get so good at sex? If you decide she's good at sex, or whatever sex act you like the most, and she's so awesome at it, did you train her from? Maybe you did. Maybe you were Woodrow Wilson or whoever that was. But
maybe if you're like a
world
elite,
it's very likely she might have run through the rugby team at college, or she might have, like, there's stuff going on. You don't want to know about her past. You don't want to know. When you're younger, you do, and how many bodies, all that kind of. You don't. Just know what you have here, and whatever was in that past, was it abuse, was it lots of fun, whatever it was, it led to the person she is now, and then move forward. And that's what I can't do with the Mavs. I can't do it because, I don't know, maybe if I had watched my wife get hammered by three guys or whatever she did, maybe if those guys are still hanging around.
Yeah.
And they'd give me a wink every now and again when they saw me with her. I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean?
And they all yell at you. You love this, don't you? The whole time you're sitting over there.
They'd fist bump me.
Yeah.
You're
Give
like,
me a
no,
Gatorade.
I don't like. And yes, but I got to look at Luka all the time, and like it's all still out there. And
yeah, the thing.
Even
I agree.
Cooper Flagg to me carries some of that. If they had drafted him this coming year after Nico, it would feel different. And I might be able to get on with Cooper Flagg. But it all happened in the same time period, and it all reminds me of him.
That's all fair. If I try to – here's another recovery. If I try to play the tape forward and think about possible outcomes. Like if things go super awesome, then Dumont is like holding up a trophy, and it's very hard for me to stomach the image of that. And it also could require them like beating Luca on the way to a championship or something, and Dumont or Kidd, God forbid. I feel like if Kidd goes, I'd really be back in, but there's no chance. They just signed him. But he's kind of the last vestige of, because owners suck. They're not. They f around. They make mistakes. He was new. He's a terrible person. Like and I think a bad businessman. But I don't. That's an immovable object. Kid.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do. Right.
And so,
what kind of a letter writing campaign? I mean,
I don't know. I'm refreshing. I'm on the Gmail email clone every day. Just Control F. Kid. 2 D's. Kid. He's got to be in here somewhere. Nothing yet. But yeah, I think it's a necessary step, and they took it. So they could have not. They could have held on to some BS dream, and they didn't. That's worth something.
Let's continue on in sports. We have a big game, and look at this.
This segment of the Dumb Zone brought to you by Community Mechanical. They don't forget about the V in HVAC.
Thanks, football voice, man. It's communitydfw.com. That's how you get in contact with Travis and me boys. They are the HVAC company of us, of Brandon Aubrey, and of you. We hear nothing but great things about the Dumb Zone customer from Community Mechanical. It's about preventative maintenance. You get them to come out and get you on that preventative maintenance plan. That way, if anything goes wrong, you're already hooked up. You can play me off if you want.
No.
CommunityDFW.com. Sign up for preventative maintenance. You get a new HVAC unit. You'll get a sit-in. You get preventative maintenance. You get a little bit of merch. Everybody wins with the Dumb Zone and Community Mechanical.
Yes, indeed. So,
I'm going to try not to have to pee.
Jeez.
I know, it's so bad. I went right before we started. Mm-hmm. There's a problem. It's a problem. I barely drank any water since the start of the show.
It is a problem.
That's a tiny blood.
I just got my prostate, at least the blood.
I'll check it.
Okay, well, let's
check.
finish sports, then
Yeah.
we'll break, and then we'll do viewer mail. Because I
Okay.
know we wanted to do viewer mail before the break, but
It's insane. I'm sorry. I have a problem at work.
I'm just glad you're not on a trampoline.
Get the mop.
But yeah, the big game is Sunday. Really a weird. I don't know. It's all weird. I mean, the NFL's the king. But then you look at it's Seattle and New England.
Who's the most famous person in the Super Bowl?
Player?
Yeah, or coach. I heard some people debating this.
Oh, I'd go with Vrabel.
What do you think?
Drake May?
Outside dark horse shot, no pun intended. Stephon Diggs, maybe? Because he's dating or is with Cardi B, and he's been on, like, maybe other good teams. But it might. I mean, I think it will be JSN. He has the.
Oh, well, who's the best player? That's different, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba has, like, marketing. He'll be in Little Caesars commercials next year.
Yeah,
for sure.
but right now.
But right now, Darnold would be another.
It's tough that you're in Seattle.
Yeah, but Darnold was in New York. He was a big time pick from a big time college. But I guess the point is just it's very different. There's no Chiefs stars, Jalen Hurts. It's weird. It's a different time. I mean, the Patriots' entire roster is just guys other teams could have had. Or did have and didn't want,
That's kind of why you really think Drake May is great.
Drake May,
Part of the
and
reason.
it seems like Vrabel is, like, very involved in roster building.
Yeah.
Like, everything they did worked out.
Okay, who's the more beaten franchise right now, Minnesota or Tennessee?
Minnesota.
For looking at, because Tennessee also is like, yeah, we're going to let Vrabel walk. Watch this. And
We're gonna
they've just gone to hell. Like
What
Vrabel
was
had
the
them
guy's
always.
name?
They would always play ahead
Callahan?
of. Yeah,
The
yeah,
hired-
yeah.
Bill Callahan's son. Well, I can't remember his name.
Ryan?
Brian. 1 foot. 1 foot.
They would always outperform what they should. They made the playoffs. They were, always just a solid team under Vrabel. And yeah, he
He had Tannehill.
That was that whole thing seems like it was a.
but they still made the playoffs with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vrabel. Yeah. he was
Yeah,
saddled
but
with
missing
him.
on. It's not so much that they missed on quarterback, because I don't think Sam Darnold is better this year than he was last year. I mean, the logic in what they're saying is it's just about measuring how close you think you are, like how good you are to being a team that can contend. And if you think, like, we're pretty close, if we can just get, like, average quarterback play, certainly it's not crazy to expect that. Their premise was Sam Darnold is not the reason we've won 14 games. They were not wrong about that. But if they bombed the quarterback pick, then it's really tough to get out of that.
Well, we haven't really seen a team, be able to just plug in quarterback after quarterback, right? That's
No.
our dream, isn't it? The Chip Kelly dream. Look, it's his system.
Yeah, I mean, but
we don't have to pay quarterbacks $50 million. We can somehow trick the rest of the league. We'll pay him 20 or 25.
I think there's a middle
Build
ground,
around
though, because somehow you have to get to the point that Baker and Sam Darnold got to be able to step into another team and be able – there is still a – they're not robots, right? They're not widgets. The quarterback needs to be able to be in charge. I'm not saying he has to be at a place for several years to be able to do that, but I think they have to have done it for a while for it to be transferable to another team. Like, Baker could show up in Tampa Bay and it's all good because, hey, I've done this before. But in the old Chip Kelly
Because he
plan,
had sex with the
where we were
whole,
just
rugby team.
exactly,
Yeah.
Sam Darnold too. But in the Chip Kelly dream, it was like we could just replace the quarterback with a draft pick every
For
to
you,
get the
running
cheap.
back.
You're getting the cheap contract. The middle ground is like the guys we're talking about.
Would you say the closest thing to that might be Shanahan in San Francisco? Although, obviously Trey Lance
Trey Lance
was garbage in San Francisco.
is a really weird data point on the Shanahan, ideological approach. But I guess you just have to allow for that. Every now and then, no matter how strong your system is, somebody's going to get horny AF and be like, this is the one.
Like, it makes me wonder how good is...
Brock Purdy? Because that's what I've been asking you for 2 years.
Yeah, but no, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
What if Mac Jones went to the Seahawks and played the whole year? Would they be as good?
This year?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, because he was pretty good in San Francisco.
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
But San Francisco's offense, I feel like, has a little bit more than Seattle's offense talent-wise.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, they were obviously
Seattle's got
banged
two good
up,
running
but
backs.
I don't know. I
You
feel
got
like Darnold
JSN?
made some big-time throws this year when he needed to. He turns the ball over a lot, but I don't remember seeing Mac Jones with the Niners and being like, he's winning this game ever.
JSN is incredible.
He is incredible, and it got better as the year went on. That was a note I had from that weekend. That do you ever think, like, in the NFL over the course of a weekend, just randomly one thing seems to happen a lot? And that weekend it was receivers in the backfield, and they're getting the ball. It's like 100% of the time. It was like Puka, JSN. I can't remember who it was in the AFC. Diggs. It's like they're throwing him the ball. So now they probably won't. But, yeah, they do have a guy they can put anywhere. But I don't know. Darnold's a great story. I'm excited about it. Like, right? He's easy to root for.
You sprinkling a little taste on anyone?
I should, but I talked to my pastor about it. Doesn't feel like the right time.
With everyone leaning Seahawks, it makes me want to go Patriots.
Let's go.
Well, you're getting, a bushel of points, but I mean, it's a way to say it, but the Patriots are like not a great football team.
They make the game ugly.
Well,
Sure.
the Seahawks have an incredible defense,
Yeah,
and that's usually the way to go in the Super Bowl.
unless you're playing Mahomes and you're like, all right, well, I guess I'd still take that guy. But Drake may
We keep saying
end
that,
up
though.
being that guy.
Every week it's like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Well, then they go win. Well, they haven't played anybody. Of course, then they got Denver without Bo Nix.
They didn't play great in either of those last two games. And that's
Houston,
fine.
even Houston, yeah.
That's fine if you win, like you said. That's all that matters. But if you're trying to predict future results,
I think that's the game they want to play, man. And the Super Bowl could be very ugly.
yeah.
The Patriots are just going to run the ball. They're not going to let the Seahawks rush the passer. It's going to be the Broncos game, but without the snow.
The number one ratings killer or interest killer would just be a cavalcade of Darnold moments concentrated into like a 25-minute period, and the game's just over.
What do you mean, Darnold moments?
We're at a point now where like
Interception, fumble?
TC and I went and saw him in college, and it feels like it was 15 years. I've watched this guy play football. We all have, a lot. It happens very fast. Maybe it's only happened a couple times. I feel like I've seen him do it 6-7 times. 20 minutes, the game is over.
Just
We lost.
Drops the
One
ball in the
little
pocket.
stretch.
The forces a pick. I don't know. He seems like he's got a propensity for it, but they'll grind it down.
Well, we're doing a game stream.
We're carrying the Turning Point halftime show
Yep.
with Kid Rock.
Are we doing a half Blake?
Yes.
So game stream on the YouTube channel this Sunday. Connie Rosa will be out here, I think, with their PILF catering group.
Side hustle.
They're setting up their so sometimes they'll bring out the pizza oven, but they're bringing out I had to burp.
I know.
The burger grill. They actually have a burger grill. Burgers and fries. They're like the best
Nice.
fries you'll ever have.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, and Blake's going to be here.
I know.
Blake hasn't got to witness any of the greatness.
I know, I've just
of
heard
Connie
about it.
Rosa.
The Qualis drone will be flying high overhead, just like the Goodyear blimp used to over big events. Now, the weird thing is we're inside, so it's just I guess it's just going to video the roof.
You can video the burgers.
That fits with Qualis, of course. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, Lone Star Beer. Of course, we'll be well stocked with Lone Star Beer and Lone Star Light. And we invite you to check out LoneStarBeer.com. They have a code DUMBZONE21, and that way you get 21% off your merchandise. But Lone Star Beer, longtime sponsor of ours, good partner, and we love us some Lone Star Beer. Couldn't have the game streams without the nice Lone Star Beer and the Lone Star Light. And, you drink a lot of it, and you might have to go to the bathroom. Like,
Headset now. I couldn't even mute it.
tell you about One Day Doors and Closets. Julie has spruced up her
Proud
whole
customer.
house, right? With
That's
One Day
right.
Doors and Closets. So what is the scene? They walk in.
Yeah, they walk in. You tell them what doors need to be replaced. Usually you know because they kind of suck. And they'll come take a look, and then they'll build those doors, and they get it all ready right outside your house, actually. And they can do it all in one day. They come replace them. And there's a lot of things I didn't even know about doors. Like you need, until they told me, like you need a solid door to keep noise out of certain rooms.
How's that working?
Great.
Or to keep the noise in.
Or to keep the noise in your dreams, yes.
You know. Oh. Okay, go ahead.
All the noise that's going on in your room.
When she's screaming to get out.
Okay,
yeah,
all
yeah,
right. Yeah. But the solid doors do make a huge difference in keeping noise out. And I think, like, so many people, seems like everybody nowadays is working from home. So
good.
that's
for,
why
great
it's been
point.
great for us.
good for kidnapping.
Kidnapping?
Ariel Castro type thing.
Yeah.
No.
If I were to keep
I'm just talking about working from home when you're on a call. You got a
forcibly
lot
in my
going on
home
in the other house.
with these doors.
No, none of those things.
But I'll tell you, another thing I'm not going to do is pay full price.
That's right.
OneDayTexas.com/promo30.
Hi, Rick Renner for Flooring Direct. Back in my TV days, I used to think negative publicity was better than no publicity at all. That's not the case at Flooring Direct. We thrive on reviews. A 4.7 Google star rating, top of Home Advisor and Best Picks. I won 13 of these babies in TV, but there's nothing comparing to the Super Service Award on Angie's List for 2 decades running and still champion. Get your free estimate today.
We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct. Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do. And they're going to take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last week.
The whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you told me that Qualis Roofing has drones. But, yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But the drone makes sense now, though. Because you don't, I mean, if you're going to be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah.
You're going to need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had, tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing, go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008. And all of those are interesting copy points. But there's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't matter.
Qualis Roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent.
I just got rear-ended. Should I call the insurance company?
It's always best to talk to us before dealing with the insurance company.
Okay, but I don't think I can afford a lawyer.
Don't worry. You don't pay us anything up front. No hidden fees, no surprises.
Oh, thank you. I feel so overwhelmed right now.
Before you call the insurance company, call Frankel first. Frankel and Frankel. Call 214 or 817, all threes.
Great to mention Community Mechanical, because if there's one advertiser of ours that loves breasts,
sure,
it would be Community Mechanical.
Sure.
Right? And kind of just like looking for a lump, a little preventive maintenance there.
Nailed it.
So they will come out to your house and they will, what do you call that? It's not a euphemism, but they will look for a lump. It's an
analogy.
An analogy, sorry.
See if they can find the lump on your unit.
They found a lump in my attic. As
Maybe
a matter
they
of
won't.
fact, it was seeping out carbon monoxide. They say that's very bad, and they reattached that, fixed things up, gave me kind of a big tune-up around the house. They're great.
And mine had cancer, so they just replaced the entire system.
They'll do that too.
Yeah.
They can do that. You get to choose.
But if
the
you have
new ones.
misdiagnosed cancer, like Brandon Aubrey did,
could end up spending a fortine on radiation. When
yeah,
all you
he had
needed
another
was,
company saying it would cost him $15,000, and they were like,
Ravinquid.
"Actually, what if we replace this one part for $100?" And his system works great. That's what they'll do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they love breasts and HVAC at Community DFW. Call or text Travis anytime, 469-667-7290. That preventative maintenance is key. But as Blake said, if you do need a new system, they'll replace it for you. And while you're there, they'll get you a sit-in for the show as well. Hit up Travis today, communitydfw.com.
Let's get real. There's been a stigma around low testosterone and erectile dysfunction. At game day, we say any guy who walks in the door, comes in, and we shake his hand, come on in. There's no shame in your game. You know, we're going to treat you just like a brother. We're going to make you feel comfortable, and we're going to get you in and out of there as fast as you want. And if you think about it, half of guys are going to struggle with these issues, whether it's ED, low T, over 1 in 4 guys are going to struggle with low testosterone at some point. It's time to just make this stuff normal, right? And at game day, that's what we do.
Trident Access Services, I had garage door bad, but after just one email wrote, could I call your dad? Had a brand new door put in just a single day. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Give up.
Door was sad and sucky, flaccid at its best. But Jeremy and the fellas said, just put your fear to rest. If you need some help like me, just call the boys today. Trident Access Services. Holy crap, hooray.
Yeah. The website is txtrident.com. Hit up Jeremy at 817-512-1212. And we learned through Grady that if you're a listener, you get 10% off.
Belichick snubbed for the Hall of Fame on his first year of eligibility. Is the Luka trade of Hall of Fame inductions? Like, trades are always made, inductions are always made. But very rarely is there something that happens and that everybody except for Matt Brunig says, this is... Brunig hopped on this one. Did you see it yesterday?
No.
Oh, yeah. He's right back at it.
I love it.
He's right back at it.
No days off.
He also got a Barstool
I saw that.
article written about how dumb he is.
It only feeds him.
I've criticized the NHL in the past. They have when you retire 5 years later, you're eligible for the Hall of Fame. The second Wayne Gretzky retired, they said, next year you're in the Hall of Fame. Like right now. That's what should have happened. Like if indeed there was some behind-the-scenes thing going on and the votes came in and actually, whoa, Belichick didn't get in. The Hall of Fame should have
the code red.
The Hall of Fame should have never let that get out. They should have said, we're the Hall of Fame, and Belichick's in the Hall of Fame. You won more Super Bowls than everybody.
Okay.
You've done this and this. You're in the Hall of Fame. That's just ridiculous.
In the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone. No pop it, 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 no
The Dumb Zone.
I gotta tell you, boys, I couldn't be more excited about this jump. When people hear me describing it over the radio, they are going to remember that AM radio is a viable and modern source for news and entertainment.
Totally.
I used to be #1 in this town, but people don't listen to AM like they used to. Seems like it's more about FM and color TV.
That's stupid.
Now, Rod, I've spent the station's last $15,000 on this, so it has to be a big success. You understand?
You can count on me, sir.
Excellent. This is the big one, boys. This is the one that brings us back. Soon, AM radio will reign king once more.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
Forgot to mention that it is Neighborhood Ladies Night.
Oh! Ah.
Which I found out this morning. So that's so now the wife goes to that. That's walking distance. That means she might get sauced up a little more than she usually would at book club.
Oh, yeah?
So you kind of got to save it up just in case. In case a little sexy time. You never know.
In case a can of snakes?
Yeah.
It can go either way. When she comes home from that, it's
funny.
It's straight to bed or hey.
It's funny how life spectrum works, where there's a time where you're like, I got to do this beforehand.
Right now it's
God. I
if
need
I
to
do,
plan for 2 days.
That'll be it. I've only got
probably fall asleep.
We got one.
Yeah,
we got one, and where is it going to be? Could be alone. Most likely will be spent alone. Hey, that reminds me of Flooring Direct DFW.
Yeah.
Because they were having a contest, and they won the little Olympics for their pros, and just how nice they were when they deal with you.
Oh, I was waiting for the nicest pros in the service industry.
Pros are the
Olympics.
nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Now, the last part you probably really care about, right?
The best prices.
Yes.
Yes.
That's Flooring Direct DFW.
FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. That's how you get in touch with Dan Ratcliffe over there. He and his team, which includes Rick Renner, would like to hook you up right now with some great financing, some great floors. It's Flooring Direct, which means they bring these samples to you. We got some downstairs. Heck, I don't know. Use them as placemats, even if you don't want to get new floors. Just collect a bunch of small floors and use them elsewhere in your home. And buy now, pay later with zero interest financing for 36 months. Nothing down. It's free until 2029, and the robots will be in charge by then. So flooringdirect.com/DFW or 972-449-9456. One witness says that they actually saw Robin Leach strangle an underage girl on accident during a sex party. And she's buried underneath one of the holes at Trump National. And she's not alone.
Interesting.
Apparently
that's in the thing?
Yeah, apparently Trump's one of his golf courses has a 19th hole, and it's not a bar. It's a par 3 that's there to settle bets.
For real?
Kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
They buried some ladies under there.
It doesn't make it now less cool that hole. Like, you definitely want to play in that hole.
It might make it more cool.
Yeah.
Let's go over there and settle the bets on the graveyard of... Anyways.
Want to do some VM?
Oh yeah, wait a minute, Uncle Hot Man.
That's industry term for viewer mail.
Just one tiny sip.
Uncle Hot Man, look at me. Is there an email in your box for me?
We get email every week. And then on Thursday, we play it somewhat to Matt Brunig's dismay, but you know what? You can't like everything.
No, that's how this all works.
I'm just too classy to criticize anyone in public, though.
It's key disclaimer there.
I will never. I would never.
You think Brad does a great job.
Let's see here. Oh, I got some follow-up stuff. This actually came to me in a DM from Substack. From someone named Austin who writes, Notorious VAG. Catherine O'Hara was totally hot in Home Alone. She was only 36, even though 90s movies made chicks look 20 years older for some reason.
They just did. That's not movies. Those are real people that play them.
Just life.
John Candy was only 40. Also, spiking the football is intentional grounding. The holder is down. Punting is gay. However, what wouldn't be gay is if each team's punter also had to field punts.
Love it.
Bonus if it's just one-on-one from Austin.
That's a great idea.
That is a great... So
you ever see that Jackass sketch?
Now...
Johnny Knoxville just fields a punt. It's Tennessee's football team.
But it would have to be... That means it's the most morphed player, right? The most... I'm just saying, would you have Cavante Turpin punt?
Oh.
Okay, if he could punt it at least...
It's a strategy
40,
decision.
30, yeah, like, okay, the better punter...
Right.
But you have to declare before the game, and that's all. You got to use this guy.
Man,
like
that's
Banger
great.
is never going to return punts. You're going to have somebody who is a better returner.
You might
be the punter.
I don't know, man. It's a fascinating question because there's going to be a lot of chicken and egg here. Some teams may decide that if you can get a punter that can punt the ball out of bounds consistently.
That's
like
more
Anger,
valuable than a
that's gonna
return.
But then what you need Anger to be able to do is field a punt, which
Right.
is hard. But if you never have to think about returning it, All you have to do is think about fielding it, adding in the implied some of these are going to roll past you and go out of bounds.
But everyone's a fair catch, right? Because he doesn't want to start running after.
Everyone is a fair catch. And his heels are on, like, the 15. Like, not even the 10. It's very interesting. I bet Anger would love it.
Write that down for the next Brandon Aubrey show.
Okay.
I like that. I got some feedback on Ken Griffey Jr.'s baseball game we were talking about. Did you guys ever did you see I tweeted out the list of the roster? There's some really funny ones on there. For the Rangers, it's S. Bowie, S. Houston, D. Crockett, T. Alamo.
Okay.
R. Lee, and Ulysses, U. Todd, which I don't know who that is, unless that's like Ulysses S. Grant's middle name. But then P. Villa. They needed like a Latino name, so they went with Pancho Villa.
Oh, okay.
on the team's roster.
Drop Beth emailed, very upset, as Drop Beth can get. You know, ladies. She's disregarding our YouTube page, I believe. She says, love you. Please know the typos are getting excessive. Most recently, you listed January 30th as 113, January 29th as 119. And just some other stuff. And what was interesting to me is she emailed us this the very night that Blake talked about a big influence on his career, Ed Wallace, who always had to have things done perfectly. And that's why I do everything perfectly. That's why I am the best at what I do. If I remember the segment correctly, that's pretty much what Blake said, word for word. And then that very evening, Drop Beth pointing out a couple of errors. Is this not you?
Me. First,
pass this to TC.
First, Beth, get off my ass.
Yeah,
there you go.
Second, for Ed Wallace's show, I was the engineer, and it was clear in my duties. I also didn't have to do 100 other things for the Ed Wallace show. So if I'm a touch overworked and I have a typo, I'm very sorry.
Which week and where was the show the day that Ed taught you how to make excuses?
That said, you know what? If you have more to do than just the engineering, then you don't have to do everything right.
This is great for me because I could not care less. I think shout out to Beth because I think she's scratching an itch that she likes to be able to tell somebody they're wrong about something, and I'm here to serve. I couldn't care less about this if I tried, but it's also funny to watch Blake get a little caged, buck back.
That was nice.
This is something that I heard from a couple of people, but we're going to go with Derek's email. And I think this is something that happens a lot where, because I didn't grow up as a baseball guy, you know, it's assumed that you two seam heads over there just have all the answers. And if I'm not sure about something, then you guys, you know, come on, dude. You grow up at the Diamond? You did not. You guys tried to tell me the other day about Pat Tabler and his statistics with the bases loaded.
I did not.
Well, that's why I didn't pull the audio, because I'd rather remember that you did.
Me?
Yeah, no, he brought it up, and you were. So the issue here is that Dan is saying Pat Tabler had the best batting average, the best ops against or with runners with bases loaded ever, minimum 100 attempts. I was like, 100 attempts, like with the bases loaded? That seems insane. Like, how many at bats would you have to have that? And that's because he didn't. He had 83, and he was 43 of 80, 84, 83.
That's
but
because
nobody has.
No. He has 100. You're saying he has 83 at bats ever with the bases loaded?
Yes.
No, you're an idiot. This guy's also an idiot.
Okay, you're saying it was minimum overall 100 at bats to qualify for the bases loaded at bats.
No, he had 100 bases loaded at bats. Why it says 83
the walk
is because if you walk, it is not listed as an official at bat. So tell this guy to go back to the football field.
Hell yeah.
In fact, I don't.
Where the non-thinking man. Oh, now Blake's on my side.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! I was
Screw
saying
these
Pat
people.
Tabler.
Well, so
It would be your fault for not saying plate appearances then.
He might.
Well, I probably did.
He might have.
He might have
So how about you
said.
shut up too?
So I wonder who would have the most.
Well, I mean, think of like A-Rod had like 20 or 30 grand slams in his career. You think he did that in 40 at-bats?
No. But
Yes,
this
he
is
had
where I'm trying to
many
get
at-bats.
my...
You have 600 at-bats a season.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not, unless you're Barry Bonds or maybe A-Rod if you're walking him, I still don't think statistically you're ending up with, and I'm trying to look it up right now, like who has the most.
Career at-bats with the bases loaded?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I saw this clown's email.
Well, I'm sorry.
I forwarded it to Freezing Cold Takes.
I will go back over to the jugs machine. It's good to
Well,
be
I love the
humbled
way
every
you
now
led
and then.
that, too.
Yeah, of course. There's no other option.
Now, I got a couple emails.
Pat Tabler is 68. He was a Cleveland Indian, and I was really into Pat Tabler when I was a kid because he is the Major League Baseball all-time leader for on-base percentage with the bases loaded and minimum 100 at-bats.
That's what Dan said.
He has 109 plate appearances with the bases loaded.
That seemed, to me, like if that means that if he's got that
He's reading
many,
something, yeah.
Yeah, there's a
It's
bunch of
plate
other
appearances,
guys
that's
would
the-
have a couple hundred, and that seemed insane to me.
Oh, yeah.
The idea of a couple hundred times of the bases loaded in your career statistically doesn't really compute to me.
They play a lot of
It feels
baseball.
like you'd remember all of them. They do play so much baseball.
You get 5 at-bats a game.
I guess that's what we're learning.
They've got like over 10 or 20
and especially
games.
back then.
Yeah. I got this from many people, but I'll give the credit to Jenny Z. Go to settings, accessibility, display and text size, reduce transparency. That makes the iPhone update somewhat bearable.
Nice.
I also got this from our mathematician friend.
Mm-hmm.
He used to call himself P1N. Regarding shrimp.
Yeah, I've got something on this.
He said Payne Stewart was not done in by dry ice cooled shrimp. He and passengers died of a combo of hypoxia and hypothermia from a defective seal, which led to a depressurization event. As you know from studying your ideal gas law, where PV equals nRT, you can clearly see there's a direct relationship between temp and pressure. When you suddenly have a depressurization, you immediately lose temperature through a process known as adiabatic cooling. The Air Force pilots that were tailing the plane reported the windows were frosted over on the inside of the plane, indicating a loss of pressure and sub-zero temps inside. You are safe to have dry ice-cooled shrimp regardless of Clayton's claims.
So I looked it up, and it does appear that it's just I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory, but there are people out there that say, like they interviewed a guy who worked on the crew for the plane or on the ground. They're like, some people say it was because they opened up the dry ice in there for their shrimp, and that's what did it.
Who knows?
Who knows? So when I was reading about that, and this is a bit of a curveball, TC, because it's eventually going to work its way to the Curtis Strange thing, but as I was reading about that and Payne Stewart, I went on a bit of a hunt because in October of 1999, I bring you this lead. U.S. Open champion Payne Stewart refused further comment Friday on his use of a mock Chinese accent in a television interview. At which point I'm activated, right?
Kempspin.
Here's the thing, though. It was the National Car Rental Classic at Disney World, so finding this was always going to be next to impossible. Incidentally, Tiger won, so I did think I had like a small chance at it.
Like any video that exists?
Dude, I spent an hour knowing the whole time I wasn't going to find it. I hit up Bob, like, I know you get like does anybody have all of Tiger's wins somewhere? Because this is like during a rain delay.
Wow.
That's why this ended up happening, is they're just filling time. And
was it on Fox?
It was on ESPN. So I guess Peter Allis, the golfer commentator, he had made some comments about how the Americans are nothing like the British golfers. Like, they're just different. You might as well be a different, they don't compare them at all. Alice told the Daily Telegraph, Americans are totally different. They might as well be Chinese. In their eyes, pretty much everything in Europe is rubbish. Everything is crap. And that begins to wear on you after a while. Now to Payne. Squinting his eyes and sticking out his teeth. I just want Peter Alice to know that all of us American golfers on the Ryder Cup team, we are Chinese too. Thank you very much.
I'm waiting for the voice.
Who wants to do it?
The minority?
It's a fun voice.
It
But
is.
so I looked for that forever, right? And I couldn't find it. So then I found something else that I think you would find interesting because this got me down a Tiger rabbit hole. And there's a video of Tiger, speaking of like just being condescending, with the golfer Curtis Strange, who I think is like
Jim Knox crazy.
I think
Yeah,
Curtis Strange is thank you for that. I think he's like a 2-time U.S. Open winner. Like I think he won it back-to-back in the 80s. So this is him interviewing young Tiger. And I have the visual for you because I feel like it helps the just dripping with condescension that Curtis
If
Strange,
that's a word.
Curtis Strange has for a young Tiger.
What would be a successful week here in Milwaukee?
1996.
Two things. I think if I play 4 solid rounds, we got off to a good start today. If I can do that for 3 more days, I'll be very happy, and a victory would be awfully nice too.
A victory. Do you think, to me, that comes off as a little cocky or brash, especially talking to the other guys on tour that have been out here for years and years and years, and certainly an incredible amateur record. But what do you say to those guys?
Well,
when you come out here, you know what I'm saying. Your
I
first
understand.
pro tournament, you say, I can win.
Oh, I understand that. I've always figured that why go to a tournament if you're not going there to try and win? There's really no point in even going. That's the attitude I've had my entire life, and that's the attitude I will always have. As I would explain to my dad, second sucks, and third's even worse. It's just a feeling
But
I
on
have.
tour, that's not too bad sometimes, though.
That's not too bad, but I want to win. That's just my nature.
You'll learn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding you. I'm sorry I had to say that.
Yeah. No, you're not kidding at all. You think you're putting
Smiles afterwards, but kind of a tense conversation.
21-year-old Tiger in his place.
That's awesome. Yes, and he also did the.
You'll learn.
The
A lot of people are saying
the wussy move. Yeah. The what do you say to those
guys who are pissed off?
Those guys
as
who-
he flared up.
Right. Well, the
He said-
second he said, "I'm also it'd be nice to walk away with a victory," he laughed under his breath, like, "Okay, son."
That fired me up. I wanted you to see it.
Boy, that was wonderful. Some people are saying.
I'll hit you with another quick one. Harold, friend of the Dumb Zone, son of Doyle King, my coaching partner in soccer and to a degree basketball. He works for Wire Will now. I said it correctly. He told me that he was in someone's home, I believe, on the Friday after Thanksgiving. No, it was a business. And it wasn't a business that had any specials running. And the guy said, "Happy Black Friday." And it feels like really unnecessary unless you're going to tell me that this is 20% off or I don't know. It seems like a weird thing to call out to another adult or really anyone. I've never heard
Wasn't done for
I've
comedy?
never heard anyone say that before. Start doing Happy Arbor Day.
I've got one from John. He sends me a picture of a book. This book is called The Dirty Tricks Department. It's written by John Lyle. And this is what it says. The Japanese had destroyed 350 planes and damaged or sunk nearly 24 Navy vessels,
I know
including 5 battleships. They're talking about Pearl Harbor. Next paragraph says, the next day, Roosevelt addressed a joint session of Congress to ask for a formal declaration of war on Japan. Steel braces locked his knees in place so that he could deliver the speech standing up.
Okay.
Wow, it's Vindication Thursday.
How about that?
Eat it.
Now that also seems like they kind of set him up
Propped
and then,
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
they-
like
they-
yeah.
He didn't stand
he
up.
whipped off the blanket and heroically.
They installed him to his desk. Like they
was like a-
fastened him to it.
Hannibal Lecter thing. He was in that.
Yeah.
Maybe he was standing there when they all came in.
Yeah, like he's just been up there the whole time. And welcome in, everyone. Welcome
Take your
in.
seats.
But it does rule that it's not America, it's any country. You're just way more fired up to go die if a guy will just get up out of his bum ass wheelchair. You're like, all right, he means it. He's committed.
Let's work in a gummy thought or two into viewer mail. Brought to us by Early Bird CBD. Early Bird CBD is the CBD. It's not your grandpa's CBD.
No.
Now, maybe that dude making out with the the hot 80-year-old on the couch, maybe he's doing this because it has 2.5 milligrams of natural THC. And that's the kind of stuff, it's the kind of stuff that makes it good. And it's also the kind of stuff that if you get drug tested at work, number one, why are you working there? But then you don't want this. This is the good stuff.
This is
It'll take
the
that edge
real.
off at night. DumbZone 20. Did I mention that?
Now's a
DumbZone
good
20
time.
is the code. 20% off at earlybirdcbd.com. So, and if you've used our code in the past, we had DZ20 in the past, you'll still get the fresh new 20% off.
I got a quick one from Brad.
Gummy thought?
Yeah. The first person and or people to figure out something we consider fairly mundane now. Like the first person to ever figure out oatmeal as a food. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. You're just kind of eating whatever grows out of the ground, and then one day some person who wants to run the spread offense is like, yeah, but what if we grind all this shit up and add some water and a little heat? The other people had to look at him like he was crazy, getting his oats all wet. What a dumbass. His kids were like, stop doing this in public. It's embarrassing. But secretly, they loved the oats, so they ate it at home.
Do you know the cornflake story?
No.
It was at a sanitarium of some kind. They
Okay, this came up on the show the other day, if we're talking about the same thing then. Kind
Yeah.
of. Because Kristen read a book about somebody who was around the Post and Kellogg's guy
Yeah.
a lot. And if it was the Kellogg's guy, he was H.O. Hunt crazy and had like the first like rehab center maybe. Like it was a sanitarium, but they weren't putting drills in your head. They were having you eat healthy. Is that the same
Okay.
place?
Yeah, and they
So-
were making the oats, and they left them in too long. And then it looked like a cornflake, and they said, you know what, this works.
Damn.
Vented cereal.
Yeah, you wonder how many things are just accidents.
Yeah, I mean the obvious one is we always do who licked the frog.
Yeah.
But if you think, yeah, we've had oats forever, but somebody was like, watch this. Check this out.
I mean, if you
It is
trace
a
back
gummy
all
thought.
food, right? All food that you make is you decided to try to bite a cow or what? Like how?
Well, I guess I think that like protein as energy is innate. It seems almost every animal does it. I'm talking on my ass here, I know, but the idea of and we didn't have bread for most
Right.
of human history.
Yeah.
So
How did they figure that one out?
that's a great
But
question.
a lot of trial and error on that, and it's in the days when, well, there's nothing to do all day. Well, I can't wait till it gets dark and to see if that star is 0.3 millimeters to the
Right.
left of where it was last night.
Yeah.
Or now we can argue with our buddies over what. That's a Big Dipper. I don't know. I got one that looks a little similar, but it's not the quite size.
You think they were debating like whether or not Ursa Minor belonged in the Hall of Fame?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff you think about when you go to earlybirdcbd.com and use DumbZone 20. I got a bad bit from Jordan, who says, my daughter goes to pre-K, and the school sent an email telling parents that they would put out boxes for each of the staff members near the front desk for us to put gifts for our favorite staff members. I'm all for getting a teacher a Christmas gift. Excuse me. They spend a lot of time with my child. It's weird that they asked for it, but whatever. But this school asked for gifts for the front desk and the directors as well. It gets worse, though. They don't just do it for Christmas. They did it for Halloween. And then I just got an email for Valentine's Day. He says, adults asking for Halloween and Valentine's Day gifts. Of course we didn't do it. Even my wife thought it was SG.
What are they, Somalian?
Thanks for listening. Still waiting to see my Whataburger graduation picture with TC from Jordan. So have we just took all those pictures and then never did anything with them?
They're in a montage.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, he doesn't. It's okay. Yeah, we made like a bunch of cool
What,
stuff.
like on Instagram?
Was he expecting us to frame it and send it to his house?
I don't know.
We can get
Why are you yelling at Jordan? Why?
We can get your specific
Because
photo
he's
if you want it.
ungrateful.
Oh, he's one of my favorite emailers. If it's a he. Well, I think it's a he because it says his wife, right? But
I got derailed by the Whataburger thing.
A girl can dream.
What was the email about? I got derailed by the Whataburger.
The gifts for teachers.
Yeah, that's insane. That's really. I mean, I guess it's hard for people like just some good Samaritans like us to have to imagine this, but it's really weird to say we are putting these out here demanding gifts because I would just give it. I don't know that I would do Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Arbor Day, whatever, but we give a nice gift to the teacher for Christmas, and I assume everyone else does, but they obviously don't. Otherwise, they wouldn't need to put the boxes out. But how impersonal is that? Just throw this shit in this box. We'll get it to him. Like
to the director?
Yeah, that's really, really strange to me.
We have a unique situation
No
on this
shame.
one. Jehovah's Witness teacher.
Oh.
What does that mean?
No gifts.
They don't do gifts?
People are always trying to give her gifts.
They won't accept a gift?
No,
She can't.
She can't.
I knew they didn't.
Doesn't
do
wanna go to
Christmas
hell.
gifts,
Just
but
hand it to someone next to her?
I think
Re-gift
that
it?
people have said that if you say like it's a Tuesday gift as opposed to a Christmas gift, it goes better.
God, everybody's got their workaround. Everybody.
Yeah. We
Now,
all justify our actions and things we really want to do.
yeah.
I have one more.
Let's see.
So if you guys have some to...
Yeah,
empty
let's
out
throw up
before
the
we-
one. This one's kind of a visual bit, but I thought it was funny. This comes to us from where is my Jenkins? This is the Uber image TC. This is just a guy who photoshopped looking at Uber on Saturday night. You've got UberX, a white car Comfort, a white car Black with a black car, and then it says Uber line free. It's a photo of
Uber
press
line.
Yeah.
Complimentary Snickers bar.
Always free. And then from James, who works in construction. I work with a GC who was walking a construction site in Southlake at the end of the day and fell from the second floor to the first. His crew found him dead the next morning with lizards crawling out his eyes like Bart Starr's
Brett.
non-quarterback son. I'm telling you guys.
He didn't actually die, right? He just fell.
No, this guy didn't have lizards involved, but it says his crew found him dead the next morning. Yes, he fell, hit his head.
My
Guys-
heroes don't die.
Yeah, okay. Mega Man over here.
Second floor. My last one is a why Hillary lost.
Good.
Sup, homos.
Good start.
I have a submission for WHL. Disclaimers. That's the what he's saying, why Hillary lost. He will go on to explain. My wife was watching a show on Paramount about a high school senior woman, lady girl, who got kidnapped by her teacher.
Okay.
At the end of the episode, there was a disclaimer about if you worry about the safety of a child, call this number or some such horseshit. Compare this to an episode of Criminal Minds, circa 2010-ish, that was on while I was cooking in the kitchen. Keep in mind this was a network TV show. One of the characters delivers a line, quote, "That's when the unsub anally raped his victim," or something similar. No disclaimer. So, disclaimers on why Hillary lost. This is from Elias.
Now, and I know Eliseo deals with this a lot, Blake, TC too. We see a lot of disclaimers because Disney has them on every old movie. And for a certain period of time, that's all my daughter was watching. It's still about half of what she watches. South Park even kind of has a disclaimer now, and it's not the old one.
Not the Primus.
They still have the same open, but it kind of says something different now. But the Disney one, they leave the content up there though. I mean, I found kids in Jingle All the Way yelling the F slur on there the other day, and I mean, dude, from if you're just able to laugh at it, the racist comedy in Disney movies is top notch. Like their racist portrayal of the Siamese cats.
Gold.
We are Siamese, if you please.
We are Siamese if you don't please. But there's a disclaimer that's like, it was wrong then and it's wrong now. Okay, then I will do this last one here. That's a definite why Hillary lost. This comes to us from Colton. It's a really confusing email. I sent some follow-ups hoping I'd have them by today. I did not. He says, I recently spent a few days in the hospital thanks to cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. Apparently you can just smoke too much weed and go like nuts.
Oh.
I looked it up. I've never heard of this before.
Smoking or gummying?
Now, it probably is that.
Because it feels like that's the
how
easy
you dose
way
yourself to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, when certain gummies are, hey, that's the same size. This one is 50. This one is 10. That can throw you off. So I've heard.
He said, chained to an IV, clinging to life, and sick of calling for every nurse every time I had to pee. I thought, WWJD, what would Jake do? That's when I realized the IV line gave me just enough freedom to handle business, but not enough to reach the bathroom. I chose chaos. Here's the pictures. Is this simply practical or horrible?
So wait, he was in this guy?
He's in a hospital bed, chained to an IV, and he can't get to the bathroom, but you can arc it over to the sink. And it just gets me thinking, this is something that...
He sends a picture of himself in the room.
Yeah, I guess he was high.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it lasts. People, you should just try this week and weekend, especially you if your wife's not here. Pee in the sink.
No.
Just try it.
Why?
Why not?
You'll find it's very...
I put my stuff into my dishes in there. No. I'm not. I
typically don't do the
Hold
kitchen
on. Let me just back this up. Because you said, especially because your wife's good. Do you think the only thing holding me back from peeing in a sink
it's the only thing holding
is
me
that
back?
I'm married?
Oh, is she gone?
You are an idiot.
Whip it out.
All right. Let's talk about
the hillbilly hour.
Something that will help you. Ownwell is how to attack those pesky property taxes. They get bigger every year.
Just signed my dad up. Just signed my dad up with Ownwell. Yep.
So what does that mean? What did you do?
I took 3 minutes, and I signed up my 69-year-old dad.
So you go to ownwell.com/thedumbzone?
I sure did.
And what did you sign up for?
Like the whole shebang.
Just trying to get the property taxes down, so they'll attack that for you?
I told him about the $1,700 check that I got at the end of the year. I didn't do a damn thing. Ownwell hooked it up.
Nice. So you've been a customer for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Average savings of about $1,100. 86% of customers get their taxes reduced. You only pay Ownwell if they save you money. It's a no-lose proposition. They want to help you own well at ownwell.com/thedumbzone.
Like owning your house.
And
you could do it.
I was
good,
yesterday
like
years old.
The proper way to say good. You don't own good. That sounds stupid, right?
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
Well's an adverb.
News.
Yeah, there you go. I knew
We got
there
that
was
guy.
We got it.
Oh, we got that guy sitting here with us.
Spot the gerund. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit off the top, but Savannah Guthrie's 84-year-old mother is gone. Kidnapper. Is that me?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it playing out of the... What's going on? What's going on?
Not me.
Why would it? Okay.
Why does he keep at this? Is do you deal with this with your wife too?
Yeah.
Why isn't the remote working? Why? I'm in the kitchen. You're like in the other room.
I wasn't asking. I was just out loud bothered.
And I do the same thing. I just let them figure it out. It's their problem.
At some point, you'd like to think that the computer that you pay all the money for, you wouldn't have to, every time you plug something in, change this setting, unplug, change
No, I
this
often
setting,
will
like-
hear my wife then pass the buck on to something else. Too.
Yep. And think technology only hates them.
Right. Like, no one else can figure out this TV.
Nope.
As I look at my glass iPhone.
Liquid.
Little John's adult son is missing. So
Okay, yeah.
This
So
is
what-
time for jokes.
Are we sure that his was
He's
kidnapped?
27.
But he's missing.
Was he kidnapped? Was there signs of foul play?
No.
Oh, okay. He's just missing. That means
Dude, yeah, but I'm trying to create a wave and a hysteria, and I got one lady who I know her mom got kidnapped, and I got another celebrity who's missing a kid. I feel like it's our job as
The
2026
Hold
media
on,
members
wait.
to be like, whoa. What do you got?
What are the chances they ran away together and right now they're in a hotel room? And
I'll give you
she's
somebody
running
made
his
that joke
fingers
in
through the
yes,
through his
that's a
chest
very
hair
good-
right now.
We got a couple of follow-ups on the fight down in the Hill Country at a high school as Hayes ISD and a few other. Good God, I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you. Why? If I mute it, why can I still hear it?
The issue, I don't know. I don't know what you do with your computer to
People
make
listening
it hate you.
can't hear it though.
They can't?
No.
Okay, I thought it would be picked up by my mic. You download the ad blocker, the pop-up blocker, you install the extensions, you do everything.
All for nothing.
All for nothing. So we did this story on Tuesday when we had the video of a man who got out of his big bad special ops pickup truck and approached some teens who had decided to walk out of their high school to protest ICE and an ICE facility near their high school. And don't have video of how it started, but one way or another, he ended up in the middle of them. And it's believed that he started this altercation because
I
he
saw
was
a video.
arrested. Yeah,
Yeah. No, I saw a video kind
Another
of
one
showing him walking out of
with
his
the
truck.
He goes for the girl first.
Yeah, he's like going right at the kids.
Yeah.
Like he certainly got a little physical.
And then he got beat up.
He was and then they all kind of ran to their friend's defense.
Yeah, so he was arrested, and there are about 40 teens who they say will face discipline for this. And it's funny, the WFA story that I read about it, about the discipline, doesn't mention anything about the fight. Doesn't it feel like a pretty important part of the news story?
Like all of it.
But they're being disciplined for what then?
For walking out. They're just trying to get to the media and let them know we're not letting them get away with this. You know? Because the governor's very pissed.
He's so mad that I saw last night he stood up. and he
got propped up.
Yeah, the guy was arrested in Buda.
That's the way I say it.
They say Buda.
Yeah. It's okay.
Anyways, an armored car employee was shot outside of a Balch Springs bank from the makers of How Does This Not Happen All the Time? Don't you just get every time you see one of those guys, like at a 7-Eleven or something, with just like all that equipment on, their Brinks truck outside? You know, I mean, it does happen. Like there was a guy, we did a reports, I think, at some point on a guy who, or maybe that was me and TC, but who had really staked out the route and the schedule. And he did pull it off. He robbed the truck and transferred from getting money from the truck to the bank fairly easily if you plan it out properly. But he just got caught, I think, like a week later or something. But you can. They do have to drive that truck to the bank with that money.
I used to have those trucks parked right by that by Walmart. All those armored trucks there. They cleared them out.
I'm always curious anytime I see, it's big with Teslas. I'm always curious. I think I saw somebody do this joke or something about dads the other day. Anytime I see a big group of the same type of car in a parking lot, I want to snoop around. What's going on over there? Why do they have all those trucks over there? Anyways, Balch Springs, Blake, anything?
I think I know where it is. I don't know their mascot.
Do they get to carry?
They should.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, they do.
I would think.
They do. They carry. Yeah.
Would the Biden chairs have been federal property if we had bought them?
Yeah, I was thinking about that last night again, too.
Don't.
You're right.
Don't.
I was trying to think, what can we find? What else is out there? And that was just so...
That's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's only
so
one
perfect.
Bitcoin. What do you say, TC?
They do get to carry. That's why you got to have an 18-wheeler to knock over the truck first or you disorient them.
Heat style.
I prefer magnets. Patrick Mahomes, Sr., back in jail for a
PMS.
Violation of probation stemming from a DWI.
Oh.
Which just pisses me off because it is definitely possible to have your life effed up by court junk because you got to pay and you got to get there and all this stuff. And if you're poor, it can be pretty debilitating. But if your son is approaching billionaire status and you miss a routine court date, they should put you in jail. Like, you obviously just don't care. Like, you have to pretend to care. That's the whole thing. Well, at least I thought that.
Yeah, but he might just know
Until they
what's going
buried
to
that
happen.
girl under the 19th hole.
Yeah. He knows what's going to happen, though. I'll miss this and whatever.
You're not at some point concerned about how just the BS your kid has to deal with?
I don't think Pat Mahomes Sr. is concerned with that at all. No. Do you wonder, too, is there some kind of a... You don't know family dynamics. Maybe there's some kind of a... Whether it's jealousy or... You know?
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes makes, $50 million a year?
I don't even...
Now that I've been enough over to him?
Now that I've been close enough to the Mahomes machine to see, we need to stop quoting these guys' salaries. Because that's like 1/10 of what they're bringing home. You know what I mean? The overall...
Oh, with all the other...
Yeah. That's a footnote at some point.
Like they're well, like basketball players, their actual salary from their team isn't actually where they make the most money.
Right, and you might not think about that with football players, but in his case, I mean,
The
he
quarterbacks-
owns the part of the coffee company for endorsing it.
The
right?
quarterbacks are all basketball players.
We had our second escape in 1 week in Tarrant County. This dude, 26-year-old, this is Tarrant County Jail. We drove by the other day on the way to the stock show. You ever, Dad, what's that? That's the jail for the city of Fort Worth. Have you ever been there?
Oh. That's funny.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, I have, for arguing.
There you go. For not cleaning my room.
This guy was working at the laundry facility when he shed his uniform and escaped on foot, wearing just white boxers and a white undershirt. So they
What's that laundry room?
Yeah, right. They found him within the hour, but he got out. He got all the way out.
What's he in for?
It doesn't say.
Okay, because that's always important, right? You don't want to put the...
It does say that he will be transported to a maximum security prison now and will face more serious charges. I don't like that. I guess you've got to have it to keep...
You almost want to reward it.
Right.
Like you've just...
It's
You've
American
exposed
ingenuity.
a hole in our system, too, and thank you.
Yeah, they pay hackers.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, you really want out. It means a lot to you.
Right. You want to go contribute to society. Not these losers who are okay just languishing in here. All right, there's your news. Which makes me think of...
The Dumb Zone News. Like and subscribe.
That was a good news.
Let us do this.
Fairlease.org presents On This Day in History.
Let's see. Here's a little Today in History for you, for us.
How'd the
Somewhere.
family like the stock show? Is it a win?
Loved it.
Nice.
When did you go?
He didn't.
I didn't.
Oh.
He's got business Wednesday things to do.
Your family went yesterday?
That,
Oh.
Wife took the 2 kids with my in-laws, and yeah, they had a great time.
Wow. What a day.
I know.
But you know what? I use this at home, though. That's why I'm telling you about it is, because I tried to tell – I have like a family hookup there. I was going to try to share it with Blake. So I tell my wife, like, Blake's wife and family were there. And she's like, where was Blake? Y'all are off today. And I was like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
Blake didn't go because this is a work day.
You know, like the busiest day we have is Wednesday.
So stop thinking of it that way, and it helped a lot. Would your wife ever tell them that, like, me and you know each other? Like, hey, my husband works with your... Like, when they get the goat photo?
No.
I didn't think so.
No. I think they paid. Obviously, they got pictures. Yeah, Brooks and Benny with a goat.
There's only really one chappie who every person he meets...
Hey, do you
yeah,
know...
I'm on the... They used to be on the ticket. I'm on there every week.
I think that's a lot of parents. I certainly have 2 of them.
Yeah, you're probably... Yeah. I got at least... I probably got 2 of them, too.
Today's Thursday, February 5th. On this day in 1840, the Republic of Texas passed a bill. 1840.
Place and time, very important.
Mm-hmm.
Placed a bill requiring all the free African Americans to leave Texas. That's the bill. So I suppose
So
now
you
if
could
you're
just,
here, you are now breaking the law.
Damn it. You can leave.
And we can actually arrest you.
What do you mean leave?
Look, it's the law. Yeah, but I'm free. Did
You're
you
free
look
to
at the
leave.
law? You didn't look at the law.
Free to leave.
On this day in 1999, Dirk Nowitzki makes his NBA debut. It's against the Seattle Supersonics. He scored 2 points, went 0 for 5 from the floor.
Bust.
So he's just riding the bench until then? I know he didn't have a big rookie year.
It was a strike-shortened season, I believe.
Ah,
That's right.
That's the Spurs' first title. 99?
Are you Spurs guy?
I am Spurs guy.
That's the worst thing
Look
about
at him.
you.
Look at me, man. I'm
You
Mexican,
do look like
dude.
Spurs guy, that's true.
I got the silver and black.
I
Jake,
vividly remember like my dad and his friends being 100% out on Dirk. And some sort of weird reverse racism of like, are you no way. No way. He was getting booed.
well,
That's why I wanted to go back.
Yeah, the history would tell you any of the top Euro picks were busts. They just didn't play the same ball, all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
but they didn't all have Holger. On this day in 2007, Jake, NASA astronaut Lisa Nowak.
Oh, wow. For next year, I need to have her, her boyfriend and the other woman's name memorized. But this is an astronaut love triangle.
Well, let me just read this sentence, and then you expand upon it. It says, she was arrested in Florida, accused of trying to kidnap a rival for the affections of a space shuttle pilot.
Yeah. They had all trained for space together.
So hard.
And, he had stopped hooking up with her and started hooking up with this other lady. And Lisa Nowak wanted to kill this other lady, and she wanted to do so urgently, but she was hundreds and hundreds of miles away. So on the drive there, she wore a diaper, an adult diaper, so as to not ever have to waste any time taking a lady poop on the road or a lady pee. And then they caught her, I think, at the airport. You might have said that, but it's a gnarly story.
Was her diaper full?
On this day in 2014, the state of Texas executed Suzanne Basso.
Can't call it.
Says here she was executed for torturing and killing Buddy Musso, a mentally impaired man that she lured to Houston with the promise of marriage. So now this is the one I was telling you about this morning that I kind of looked into this morning and just searched that name. And
Does this do anything for you, TC? I feel like
I have not heard of this.
It's 2014.
I know, it's 2014, the execution.
Wow.
And Jake, a hole in Jake's game.
Yeah, for sure, but I'm here to learn. That's what makes me the best.
So it turns out Suzanne Basso, her mother was the sister, so that means her aunt or uncle, I guess. Her mother was the sister of spree killer and rapist Robert Garrow. So right away, you're born into this family. There's some stuff going on in the family.
That's insane. I mean,
so
it makes
growing
sense,
up,
but it being like the NFL is fascinating.
This woman was sexually abused, physically abused and sexually abused.
Of course.
One story in the family is when her mother caught her with a pack of cigarettes. Instead of making her smoke them, she made her eat them.
I've eaten a cigarette.
Nasty.
She married a guy named James Peake in the early 70s. They had 2 children. Peake was arrested in 1982 for molesting his daughter.
She really knows how to pick them.
So anyway, this lady is just a horrible life and just weird.
If we're gonna keep going, just to stop on that part, it's like that every time you look into one of these, and it really trips up my brain because I know they have to go to jail. I know sometimes maybe you got to kill them, but it's 99.9% of the time. You know what I mean? It was somebody who was brutally traumatized, replicating that behavior.
You do hear about it and feel like we probably should have done more than just waiting till the end and killing him.
Yeah, like there's got to be something else besides that, because then they do this.
So the guy that she ended up killing, right? I already told you, mentally disabled. He was living in an assisted living house in New Jersey, working as a bagger at a grocery store.
All right.
It's kind of funny.
So he met Suzanne Basso.
It's kind of funny if you imagine them from different parts of the country with like accents.
At a church bazaar near his house. They then started a long-distance relationship, kind of like when I used to play Tiger Woods golf with the guy from California that I never met. And she gets him to plan to move to Texas and marry her. So he does. Here he moves there. 16 days after he arrived, he is killed.
Damn.
By Basso, her son. So the one that didn't get, well, maybe he did get molested too, but the daughter certainly did. But the other kid that grew up in the house, that the daughter's getting molested and everything, that kid helped her kill this guy. They did it for like the money. They were hoping to keep the payments coming.
Ah, okay.
You know?
Yeah. Disability checks.
Also, a friend of hers and her 2 children and one of the children's fiance. So, like, this is a whole group
They
of
all
family.
got in on the murder?
Yeah. They beat him and burned him with cigarettes as he sat on a child's... There's a lot of bad stuff here. We don't want to go into that. But the point is...
Huh. I guess it's for rich and poor people.
She was executed on this day in 2014. And Kempspin didn't know about this at all. This is IJB. Like, sometimes your heroes get exposed, and you're like, oh, my gosh. I guess these guys don't know everything.
It's okay. LeBron had 8 in the finals game.
And on this day in 2017, it's the Tom Brady leads the comeback. Patriots, Falcons.
Is that
overtime? 25-point.
I know we talk about it a lot, and I guess he still hasn't won a Super Bowl, so it's not over. But it's pretty remarkable that Kyle Shanahan got up off that mat to become what he is now. A lesser man might have been buried.
How about DQ?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
but
DQ's defense. DQ was the head coach in charge of.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
ostensibly in charge of, hey, let's not just chuck it around. Let's actually just eat clock and we will win this game. There's almost no way to lose this game.
I don't think he's going to be a successful head coach anymore, right? He's going to get a job, but like Kyle Shanahan, you still think of as one of the best. And that's a pretty serious fumble.
Whenever the Bears had all those big comeback wins, they asked Ben Johnson, what went into the recipe, and apparently the way that, your school would bring in a Holocaust survivor, they had Grady Jarrett talk to the team.
I heard about that because he was on the Falcons at the time.
Wow. I mean, in reading, you've certainly seen things about the Patriots that day, too. Just their mindset and their talks were like, everything just has to be perfect. Every play, every drive, we just can't.
Brady telling the story of that second half is unfortunately very cool.
And today is February 5th, this day in Dumb Zone history.
This was a fun show in 2024 because it was the day or a few days after Dallas lost its shot at hosting the World Cup final.
Wasn't Emmitt Smith crushed or something?
We had fun playing the audio because everyone was just like, we just missed it. And Emmitt Smith said, this is a good place to host a World Cup because we have things like roads. We have good toll roads and good bridges and good infrastructure.
That'll be good to revisit that when the World Cup does start up.
Hey. It was weird too. It's like the draft parties, but I love a party. You don't get a lot of them with an open end. You go to a birthday party, you're like, all right, well, it's this person's birthday. We know what we'll be celebrating. But then they put these these announcement parties together, and then you don't get it, and everyone's like, this is still okay, but we have all these balloons. Like, they didn't get as many dates as they wanted, but they had already paid Emmitt Smith to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
awkward
great hearing all of these people mad because they didn't get their soccer game.
And that's it for Dumb Zone history?
That's it.
Sometimes you roll through like 20 minutes. Quick pause to just mention Underdog, where new customers can get $75 in fantasy bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. Download that Underdog app and use the promo code DUMBZONE. That's how you can get that $75 in fantasy bony
Hey now.
Bony entry. Promo code is DUMBZONE. What you'll do is you'll pick. You can kind of take a game. I went with the big game this Sunday.
See that.
You make picks on if a player will go higher or lower on different stats: touchdowns, rushing yards, receptions. You're aware of stats and what the. I don't need to list those, right?
No.
And if you get them right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Also, new promos dropping daily in the app. So if you like making picks and winning money, Underdog is the place to be for that big game. I went with Drake May under 222 passing yards and Sam Darnold over 229. So that's what you do. You just kind of pit that against each other.
I like it.
And if that wins, I think that'll get me 3 times.
Fire that up. Excuse me, for the big game. Put a little juice on this thing. What are you waiting for? Download the app today and use promo code DUMBZONE to score $75 in fantasy bonus entries. When you play your first $5 on fantasy, that's promo code DUMBZONE. And I'll try to play you a disclaimer through my computer here. And even with all this vamping, I think it'll still be faster. What do you think, Blake?
Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus. 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska. 19 plus in Colorado for some games. 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/website and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPENY or text HOPENY 4673669.
Other birthdays today.
I think it'd be kind of funny to call and be like, I'm just a little concerned. Like, what do you mean? I'm just a little concerned with my play. I'm not really looking to change anything yet at this point, but I do want to.
I heard an ad that said that if you're concerned,
and I'd say I'm concerned.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, what level is it? Epstein concern? Or is this... No, it's like red mark on my arm concerned.
Yeah.
Not could that be some?
We could let it go, but
I'm
you
just a little
said.
concerned. I'm not going to go to the doctor, but you just asked. Other birthdays today. Roger Staubach is 84.
We met him right before COVID.
Ironically, Craig Morton is 83. If you know anything about Cowboys history, that's ironic. And the big game.
It was never going to work. You can't have two dudes with the same birthday. Like, you and I wouldn't be able to do the show together.
No. David Beeler is 39.
I'd love to catch up with him.
Good dude. I liked him a lot. And he was drafted to be a kickoff specialist.
He was.
That's your Cowboy. You're like, have the Cowboys ever innovated? You know, they tried to jump on the 2 tight end system to very poor results. They tried to. They had their own Wildcat. They called it something else.
Razorback.
It got stuffed the first time, and they never did it again.
Yep, a lot of different moves. They let a running back go, and then
David Beeler though drafting a guy specifically just to do kickoffs is the retiring Kobe's number of the.
Everyone.
No
will
one
follow
else.
us.
Yeah.
David Beeler, according to LinkedIn, is a sales associate at Rusty Wallace Volkswagen, which is a good gig and is also a very funny and cliche outcome. Right? Isn't that what you say about every guy?
Yeah, you picture Eastbound and Down doing the same thing.
Right. And I bet he loves it, and I bet he's awesome at it.
Like I say, he was a good dude, fun guy to hang out with and talk.
Book David Beeler, for Christ's sake.
Jesus, Blake. Just sitting there.
I gotta buy a car.
I know you're
trying to get them.
You have the honest booking process, but I do appreciate your commitment.
I'm interested in this.
An
Volkswagen.
84-month note
if you
to
wouldn't
get.
mind talking to my friends here. They have questions about kicking off.
Boy, that'd be a nice. I'm thinking about it, but
what if you?
We're
what
close.
If you stop by the game
Click this
stream
link
on Sunday.
tomorrow.
We're close.
Cam Scadaboo is 24.
Very excited.
Exciting white.
Very excited.
Mark Hamburger is 39.
Did you see the Lakers got Luke Kennard, who is white?
No.
Another 3-and-D shooting white.
That's who you want around? Look at not necessarily.
At some
the color
point,
doesn't matter.
I'm a little bit worried about Jay Moore's presence in this whole thing.
What do you mean?
It's just this, like, I know he's married to the owner, and
you think he's?
He's got
influencing?
some less than progressive opinions, I think, and maybe he's
what?
Vita Vea is 31.
I feel like Vita Vea is awesome. I mean, dating back to just being a guy who would say "Jap" on the radio. It's funny, but at the time, I think a lot of people were like, "Whoa, we're not doing that." One of them I know was doing. Whoa.
Well, there's no Japanese players that the Lakers were thinking about trading for.
That's true.
They already got Rui Hachimura.
Boy, that was 2002, though. I think that was still in play.
I'm reading it.
Bill Parcells was talking about Jap plays in
it was
press
like
conferences.
06, something like that. Yeah. I mean, my grandpa.
They made FDR stand up.
They get what?
I can't remember who it was, but one of our relatives had a Toyota. I think I've told you this. My uncle.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's Thanksgiving. And this is my uncle's humor. He took, like, a thing of rice-a-roni or boil-a-bag. They probably didn't have boil-a-bag back then. But the point is, he just went out and poured rice on the side, on the driveway, but it was, like, right underneath the gas tank, as if it had poured out of there.
Looney Tunes.
Because guys like him, who would never, ever dream of purchasing something made in Japan or something because of the big war, would call them, that's a rice burner.
Yeah.
You're driving a rice burner here? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And so he had to kind of make a scene out of it. And I'm like 7. I'm like, whoa, okay. Sweet. I'm noted. You know, you're developing your, what's comedy? Oh, okay. I like it.
Rice Rocket, the motorcycle, was big in my scene.
Really?
Yeah, the high school, because it's, again, to reference.
You had never heard of Rice Burner?
Rice burner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, ask your grandpa about.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a generation still pretty beat up about that. But hell, they had a guy keep fighting the war till like 1999 or something. So, old habits die hard.
Yeah, Ed Wallace would have loved that guy. Cristiano Ronaldo is 41. Neymar is 34. I'm to understand those are both soccer players.
Yeah.
Neymar?
Neymar.
Mm-hmm.
He was a big deal for a hot minute.
Name one hit. Don Cherry is 92. He's today still alive.
That's a
Slash.
good one. All kinds of spins.
Roberto Alomar is 58. You spit on one ump, all of a sudden you're the guy that spits on umps.
Lovingly.
But he did it.
What was the story? Did he make fun of the ump's son, or did the ump make fun of his son? Isn't that part of that story?
Oh,
I think you may be mixing things up.
No, Kim Spin says Roberto Alomar made fun of umpire's disabled son.
Oh.
That doesn't mean it's right.
No. But, I mean,
Some
he didn't
fact-checking
lure
before it goes
him
on
to
this.
Texas to marry
No,
him. and then
I'm saying
kill
it doesn't mean that the Kim Spin is right, just because you have it written down. We should probably...
The kid died.
Oh, he was making fun of his dead son?
He died at age 8.
Damn.
How serious do you take your strike zone?
It was 3 years after.
Why would you know that and bring it back up? That is insane behavior.
Roberto Alomar apologized for spitting at an umpire and making comments about his late son.
Just a mouthful of chew. Seen your son lately?
Just, you know one thing about him, he really pissed you off.
Yeah, you missed that call like you're probably missing your boy. That's insane. That's so weird.
Wrong kid died.
Damn. Robbie?
Bobby Brown is 57. Not Millie Bobby Brown. Director Errol Morris is 78.
Is he a documentary guy? That's the one.
The Fog of War.
Yeah.
Is
I've
very
seen
good.
a bunch of his stuff.
Christopher Guest is 78.
Wow, what a big day for directors.
Is he a director? I know he was. Well, he's in some of those Rob Reiner things, right?
Christopher Guest?
Yeah.
He's the director of all of it, right?
No, Rob Reiner was the director.
Oh.
Christopher Guest was one of the actors. Okay. Married to Jamie Lee Curtis. Am I high on that? Anyone?
Okay, I'm confusing Christopher Guest. That's
Christopher who?
Excuse
Nolan?
me. No. Go on.
Columbus?
I think Columbus.
Tim Meadows is 65. I think Jake overrates him. Don't you love Tim Meadows?
Yeah, I do. I really, really like The Ladies' Man. I thought that was a great bit. I thought the movie held up.
I can't say that I saw it, so it's unfortunate I can't.
I think he's greatness.
I can still say I just don't think he is, and then I'll leave it at that.
I'm not going to fight you on Tracy Morgan, right? But I think Tim Meadows is great.
Okay. Laura Linney is 62. Chris Parnell is 58. That explains the break.
Christopher Guest was the director for Waiting for Guffman.
Okay.
And Almost Heroes, Jake.
Oh, wow.
An absolutely terrible movie that you like a lot.
It's the last Farley movie.
A Mighty Wind, Christopher Guest directed.
That's what I thought. But then Dan confused me, and I'm like, am I talking about a different guy? No, it's fine.
Yeah.
But Almost Heroes...
I'm only just trying to challenge you to make you stronger.
Almost Heroes might get a death glow up, because at the time I was like, well, this has got to be good. It's all we're getting. But I laughed extremely hard at that movie. Matthew Perry, Blake.
It's a piece of crap.
They might have had to rush the production.
Jennifer Jason Lee is 64. You know her from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Mm-hmm.
And you might know her from The Boys. That's right. What a career.
Mm-hmm. What's the status of The Boys?
Final season coming this summer.
I'm a fan.
Everybody is, Eliseo.
I know.
It's not a weird thing.
No, it's not.
And the
It's just
spin-offs?
weird if you're with these weirdos.
The spin-offs are still spinning off?
Yeah, I just finished Gen Z.
Shut up.
The
You're
next last
Gen
episode.
Z.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
spinoff called Gen Z.
Or is it V?
It's like a college for soups.
I think it's Gen.
For superheroes to try and harness their powers.
Like Harry Potter?
But really,
You're just watching Harry
lot
Potter?
of crazy stuff can when you put all those kids together.
Yeah, no, I can imagine when the guys from the engineering school and the journalism department get together with their superpowers.
The girl that can shrink, it's one of the dudes likes to have her.
Let me just guess. Crawl into his pee hole.
There you go.
Yeah. I know this is a shocking show. Do your daughters
And sometimes
at
her
least watch it,
ATM
anything?
doesn't work.
Okay.
And finally, Dumb Zone birthday of the day is Nolan Bushnell.
Shotguns?
Anyone knows his name or who this is?
I know the name. I know Bushnell. makes
You
it.
both. This is the biggest Dumb Zone birthday of the day ever. Especially focusing on 2/3, well, maybe 3/3 of the Dumb Zone, maybe the whole thing. Damn. This covers us all, because Nolan Bushnell, who's 83 today, founded Atari.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Contributed.
And so you're like, that's all you found. That's it, bro.
Yep.
Like a Neil Armstrong.
You're John Wooden.
He didn't go walk on Mars. Like, he's got the one thing. That's all you need, and that's it. But he said after that, he's like, you know what? How can I get more people to play this game? What if I invent something? And this is true. The reason he invented this was to get people to play his stand-up games. So he founded Chuck E. Cheese.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
You know, that makes sense because I've always known that Chuck E. Cheese was a game-forward operation. So the fact that they came from the game space.
Like, it was really a front to try and
get
make
you to
sure
play
you
the
get
game.
in there and play their stand-up games. And
Yeah, they rotated.
Yeah.
That's great.
what a guy, what a contributor.
That's
Yeah.
one or the other, and he's Ring of Honor for sure.
Let's go.
Those are 2
Let's-
very different operations too.
But we'll keep a maybe we can start this list today, but this is like a Dumb Zone birthday of the day. Like, this is the top one as
Sure.
far as I am concerned, as
Mount
I
Rushmore?
can
Is that
remember.
what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Just, I mean, throughout the year, we'll just, like, does that beat Nolan Bushnell?
That's
This
a good
is
line.
the bar now.
Chuck E. Cheese and Atari is up there.
Got the Atari for Christmas one year back in the 80s. It was awesome.
I feel like, Dan, do you remember the day you got yours? I remember the day I
do.
got my Nintendo. I remember the day we went to the mall to get it. I remember staying up late with my mom. My mom, I feel like, had never used a computer before.
Dude, when
And
you
it was
get
like, what the
game when you're a kid, you're like, that is a license to be up all night.
Yeah, at 6, 5.
Born on this day,
God,
now
it's
dead,
great.
Hank Aaron. And dead on this day, still dead, Toby Keith.
R.I.P. Put a boot in that ass.
Where was I the other day that I heard that song?
And that's what
Cart-
happened
Put a boot
on
in your
Church Day
house. That's
in
the
history.
American way.
Hey, Uncle Sam. We did that song at
Such a
Ticket Stock, and it
name,
was
such
so
a
much fun.
yes.
So much fun.
Saw him in concert.
So we have 2 things to do here. Actually, 3. We're going to do today's promo.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I wrote it down. We're going to do closing remarks.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to tell about a new sponsor called Cash App.
You know the problem with money?
Go
you gotta,
on.
You got to send it somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Always.
So often do.
Well, Cash App just released a new status program for the way people actually spend cash called Cash App Green. It unlocks new ways for you to pay, get rewarded, and easily grow or manage your money or your terms, Eliseo.
Oh, yeah.
On your terms. You manage your money on your terms.
Damn it.
My terms?
Jake read the copy wrong.
I did.
Start over.
It does say word for word, so I may have to.
Well, no, I corrected it. It doesn't say word
Now,
for
when you
word.
spend at least $500 a month with the Cash App card or Cash App Pay, you are in green status. Great, like a green card.
Like a green card.
You're going to need the video to tell
Carry
him.
it
That
around.
guy's Latino.
He's cool.
Unlocks benefits like up to $200 of free overdraft coverage, higher borrow limits, custom personalized cashback offers every Friday at places you love to shop. Good God. Turn everyday spending into status with Cash App Green. Download Cash App today or visit cash.app/new to learn more about this and other great features launching now.
Good job.
For a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use the code CashApp10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, Cash App Green, overdraft coverage. Wait, I'll start over.
You're going to have to go back.
All right, go ahead.
Borrow, cashback offers, and promotions provided by Cash App, A Block Incorporated brand. You thought I was done, didn't you? Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
HTTP.
Yeah. I told you.
Oh, Jim Knox crazy.
All right. So we're here now. Oh, do we want to do the promo?
Yeah, let's take a look. What'd you guys like from today's show?
I've got something. I'm going to mention the kidnapping.
Oh, okay.
Are we going you, Blake, or me, you, me, Blake?
Yeah,
you?
sure. Yeah.
Who wins?
Who wins?
I'll say the last part, but Blake will line, cap.
You're first?
Yes. Ready? Today on the Dumb Zone, how the Mavericks trading Anthony Davis makes them like a dirty drunk apologizing to their family.
Also, Joe Kemp and Craig McDowell, beware. Celebrity relatives are getting picked off.
And Shrimp didn't kill Payne Stewart, but that didn't stop him from doing this accent.
Today on the Dumb Zone. No. All right, that was good. Enough. Yep.
That's the slogan of our show.
Ed Wallace way.
That was good enough. And now with us is Eliseo Rodriguez.
What's up, folks?
A man who met... Didn't you meet Jake at his kid's school or something like that?
I met Jake at my kid's school.
He was there first.
I was there first.
Okay.
Yes. I was in Carline. I was actually listening to the show at the time. And I saw Jake with his daughter, flagged him over, said hi.
It was very
really
surreal.
sweet dude. Really sweet dude.
Who, Jake?
Oh, yeah.
He's probably hammered.
Maybe.
Nah, this was, well.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, actually. Yeah. Anyway, this is your time, Eliseo. What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I'd like to promote a few things if I could.
Absolutely.
Well, first, I'm going to promote my son, it's Eliseo Jr., and this is a shirt I'm wearing that's his band, Maybe in the Next Life. So go check him out. He's got a song on Spotify. He's going to release an EP soon this month. So, yeah, check that out.
Maybe in the Next Life.
Maybe in the Next Life, yeah. It's, I don't know if you're familiar with the genre, but it's shoegaze is what he calls it. Shoegaze.
Yeah, I didn't know they were still making that.
Yeah,
my guess is TC had a bit of a.
It's coming back.
Is
it's back, buddy.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
Come out to a show, man. He
Just
plays that
shoegaze.
Shoegaze.
It's kind of an emo type thing, but it is what it sounds like.
It's a lot of effects, a lot of droning chords.
Yeah, it's for people who look at their feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like to look inside a lot while you listen to this music. Yeah.
All right. That appeals to me.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. But yeah, so yeah, he's got a band, and he's got. Let me open this thing up, man. I knew I was gonna flame.
It's okay. The event is April.
Okay. Yes.
So you really came prepared.
Oh, I did, sir. Yeah. I did. All right. So, and then, my son, he's 24 years old. He's a little bit of an entrepreneur, business owner, I guess, small business owner. He's got DragonRapsTX.com. He'll wrap your car. He's getting into that game.
Oh, okay. You said he was a musician, and I thought,
oh, no,
Dragon
he would rap.
Yeah, like a dragon, though.
Yeah, like a dragon. And I was like, be careful with that.
Or
okay, so he'll wrap
like a tortilla.
Like we've had a couple people
Yes.
volunteer and said they would get their car wrapped with a Dumb Zone logo.
I actually volunteered my car for that, but it's broke down now, so forget it.
Okay, well that's irrelevant that you would even bring it up then.
I know.
Yeah,
kind of a dead end.
Exactly.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But the offer stands if you want to use
DragonWrapsTX.com.
There you go.
And he also does websites. He builds websites, and that's echelonwebsites.com.
Jesus Christ.
So Alexa,
and he's got a band.
Yes, and he's got a band.
And he's got a kid?
I've got many kids, man. I got many kids. I got 3 adult children, 27, 24, and 22. And then I have 2 grandkids that are my kids now, 8 and 4. Yeah, so I'm starting over.
Legally, they're yours?
Yeah. We got papers.
Probably a little bit of a bear trap on the way to that. But
Let's go.
I'm kind of interested.
No, yeah. No, for sure. So, yeah, my daughter.
That's part of the reason, by the way, that I'm okay. Like, I think it weirds people out when I say this, but I've been thinking about it a lot. Totally okay to die.
Yes.
But part of that is because I know, like, my parents. Now, when they die, if they die at the same time, we could be in real trouble. But there's somebody who would take care of them better than me.
Oh, your kids.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's your only reason for being bummed about checking out.
Yeah.
And but if you had an Eliseo on hand to just sort of, and I wonder how. I mean, I bet this happens a lot. You know,
But I was
grandparents
doing
just have
math,
to-
as you said. You had a 27-year-old kid. You have an 8-year-old. So obviously that was a very young.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the 27-year-old is the parent of
Yes.
the 8-year-old. Okay.
Yes.
Not the 22-year-old.
Yes.
But
yeah. So
you know, similar. Kate, my mom was 19 when she had me, and
Yep.
my whoever my dad is was probably the same age, and you know, she, from what I understand, I was left with relatives for a year or two before I had any conscious being able to remember life.
Yeah.
Because she was 19.
Yep.
And went off to do what hippies do when they're 19. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
happens.
legal guardianship is a big step, though.
Yeah. No, we have legal guardianship. We got him enrolled in school. You know.
Does he refer to you as his dad?
Yeah. So they both do now.
Is he
right?
aware that
Yeah,
you're not
they're-
actually?
It's weird, man. Yeah, it's super weird. So, anyways, yeah. So that was a whole sticky situation. You know, whenever we first got the kids and stuff. You know, he was in the NICU during like the 2021, right after COVID, and my wife was the only person going in to see him and stuff. And you know, my daughter went through whatever she went through, like a kind of a breakdown, and you know, we had the temporary order that turned out to be 4 years, 5 years, you know. But yeah, you know, I mean,
A temporary order, what does that mean?
You know,
like temporary custody.
Yeah,
basically.
CPS got involved, and you know, she had to do a few things, you know, to get the custody back, and just never really turned out that way. So yeah, you know, just kind of stringing along is like, well, let's make sure we take care of these kids and make them stable and loved, and yeah.
So they live with you.
Yeah. They live with us. We're mom and dad. He calls me. They call me Rory now.
Well, you're an incredibly, I would think, young person to be a grandparent.
Well, I'm 50.
Well, and to have an 8-year-old grandkid, that's, I would think, right? I mean, I know you can be 40 and a grandparent. That probably used to be quite common.
Yeah.
But nowadays,
Dude, I think I've got a cousin who might be a grandma before 40.
Which is...
That happens. Yep.
Are they living out in rural Texas or like that's...
At some point, but we've got 3 generations here of very young children. So I think I have 2 cousins who are younger than me.
Yeah, my parents
Females
were super young when they got married. They were 18 and 19, you know.
Now the question is, will you be bringing these questionably legitimate children of yours to your event? We have an event to promote.
Probably not.
When is the event?
April the 17th.
And where is this event?
We'll be at Elixir Uptown, Dallas, off McKinney Avenue, Dallas, Texas.
You're a part owner in this?
I am a part owner, sir.
This club?
Now, if you go to this
bar.
club's website, you're going to see a place that looks like it has bottle service and titties.
Mm.
And typically that's for the nighttime. We're doing our show during the day. So when I saw Eliseo at pickup line the other day, I said, hey, we're fine either way. Could be funny. if we keep the normal approach of
could.
Friday night. But what's the plan here?
You know what the plan is, and would be funnier.
Awareness
is just to have one person dressed that way for Jake, specifically to serve him throughout the entire
if she's old,
day.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the idea is we'll go out there, see what it looks like during the day for people, and then you're going to do World Cup watching parties.
Hell yeah. Got to get ready for that World Cup. Bring in that money.
Do you have any
Many
idea
girls.
what this building used to be?
One World Cup.
No, sir.
Okay, sorry.
Is
Didn't mean
it
to put you on the spot.
You can tell me.
No,
Later.
I'm not sure. But I feel like Jake and I got into an argument with a previous obscure employer in this building. But I don't know. Certainly somewhere in Uptown.
It's new ownership.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. So, no, I bought a bar, at the end of the year. Looking for ways to make some more money, Just
What's your bit?
Wonderful.
How did you get to a point where you're a guy that's buying bars and able to
here's the other thing.
3 kids?
When I go to the rec, it's not all the time, but I go to the sauna there. Occasionally I'll go do basketball. He works out of the rec, and so he's there
all the time.
And he pops out. He pops out. I'm walking in, he pops out. I'm running upstairs. He's behind a desk upstairs. Pops out.
Behind a desk?
They have
you
desks.
work at the rec?
Yeah,
Well, no,
I work remotely, and so I work at the rec just because I can't work at home. you know?
Yeah.
And so I got to get out, and so I can work out during lunch, listen to the show, come back, finish the work day, then head home, 5 minutes away. So it's awesome. I love it. Grapevine Rec is the bomb.
But, I mean, what have you done, again, like I said, your life to lead up to this point? Did you just happen into money? Or?
Oh, hell no. I'm broke. I had to borrow against my retirement, took some money out of that.
To buy a bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not getting any younger. I'm raising an 8 and 4-year-old now and trying to make as much extra income as I can now and plan for the future. And yeah, this last 2020 to 2025 is a dark period for me there. Went through some depression, did all that stuff, was on meds for the whole better part of last year. But
the grocery store fight
was right in the middle of it, dude.
Now let's close the chapter on that.
Yeah.
Unless you have other notes for the show.
Oh, no.
I want to make sure. Last week a guy didn't get to him, and then he sent us like a goddamn 10-page email. I'm like, buddy, you were here.
I wanted to go back and listen to that segment.
I want to have it back on.
Yeah, no, like
Leave
where
Lance alone.
He had good stuff.
No,
but it's like,
he had a
dude,
great email.
Just then was the time.
But yeah, I don't want you to leave here thinking, "Oh my gosh, I didn't have my opportunity."
Oh,
this is your opportunity.
Yes.
But I would like to hear, the play-by-play of what exactly happened.
Yeah.
How does a 50-year-old guy break his hand 2 days
49,
before the GSE?
49.
Yeah.
At the time, sure.
49.
Give it a little dignity.
Yeah. No. So, yeah, I will tell you the story. So I was home June the 5th, 2025. I had just gotten home from work, probably from the rec. My wife, as a good Mexican wife, made a pot of pinto beans. And I was like, man, I just feel like having a nice bowl of pinto beans with some paste picante sauce in there with some chips.
Pace.
Yeah, I'm a little white too. Sorry.
Good God.
Yeah. But, so I said, I'm going to run to Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb is 5 minutes down the road. I live off Park, so I'm right down the street. So I go, and I'm in my chanclas, which are slippers, right? They're sandals. And so I shorts, polo shirt, turn out of my street, go to the light. There's a Jeep there. It's just us two, 7 o'clock. The light turns green. I wait a second. I wait a little bit. I'm like, man, it's just us two. So I'll just take a beat. I'm like, all right, well, we're going to miss this light. I'm just going to do a polite honk.
You're behind him.
I'm behind
All
him. And so I politely honked. I did
The little
that.
Oh, you sang him a little tune, a little
I sang him a
melody.
little tune.
Be a little smart ass.
No. So, and so he took off, went straight. And I was like, all right, no issues, nothing. So I passed the gas station. I turn left into Tom Thumb. He goes into the next entrance, turns in too. I was like, hey, this is my pure heart. I was like, I'll run into him, say, hey, sorry for that. Just wanted to not miss the light, say hellos. I park, he parks, he comes out, I was like, you couldn't wait 5 seconds. You couldn't wait 5. And I was like, buddy, like, dude, like, calm down, man. It was a polite honk.
What type of individual are we talking about?
We're gonna say South Lake man. South Lake
Okay.
man. Yeah.
You don't have to say.
Jake wants to know if he could kick his ass or not.
No,
He
probably.
could.
Big truck?
Nah, it was one of those, those new Jeep, half Jeep truck.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, real douche
Yeah.
car. Anyways.
They can get it for you at Fairlease, though.
Hey.
You're a douche.
Yes.
That's right.
So he gets out.
So he's standing in front of the right entrance there at your local Tom Thumb, and I have to cross his path to get to the front door, right? And so I'm like, buddy, like, chill, dude. And so he just wouldn't let up, man. And I wound up crossing his path, and boy, after I was like, all right, dude, like, I'm done. I saw a little twinkle in his eye. He goes, where are you from? Where are you from? I'm like, where am I from? It's like, where are you from, bud? I was like, what does it matter? It's like, I'm an American. You're probably a foreigner. So at that point, all right, I'm on meds. I'm dealing with depression and some anger issues, and I
A little
just
bit of a Kanye type situation.
double birded him right in his face, and I said, F you, top of my lungs, and he shoved me, right? And at that point, like, he's an older gentleman. Turns out he's 15 years older than me. And I'm thinking,
wow,
what the hell is going on here? And I'm just, and so I asked him, like, do you want to go?
Do you want to go?
Do you want to go?
But probably in that tone, I'm amazed, like, what this is happening. And he says, yeah. And he just starts coming at me. And so before I could, like, gather my, thoughts or whatever, I was like, are you sure? He just shoved me against the propane tanks, hit my head with the thing. And at that point, I said, fuck it. And I threw him down. I hit him. And when he landed on my hand, and that's what broke my hand there.
But that's a nice move, though.
Yeah.
The cradle.
Yeah. And so I did get him.
This is not about to turn into a murder punch.
No. Yeah. And then so he rolled over, and I got a couple of good licks on him, and I was about to choke him out. And, one of the employees came and, hey. I was like, all right.
And now if you're just happening upon that scene.
Yeah. There's people around.
You don't have any background.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
fired up, matted up Mexican guy.
Yeah.
Beating up an old man.
An old white
15
guy.
years older than him.
Yeah.
Just left the course.
That's right. Just left the course.
Did the cops arrive?
So I wound up getting off of him, and he kept trying to come at me. And I was like, somebody call the cops. Nobody was calling the cops, so I called the cops. Like, I called 911, and they came, and they arrested both of us. We got the exact same charge, man.
But then it comes
public affray or whatever, fighting in public.
I remember you showing me
Yeah,
that.
dude. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
I love that we just have so many of these
Yeah. So did
you have to go
British
in
terms.
The
So I went
Grapevine
to
jail or
it's
whatever?
so nice.
That's what I
It
heard.
is so
It's
nice.
Grapevine?
Grapevine, yeah.
Okay.
So I was right there by the QT, man. Right there, man. Brand new.
Right by your job.
Right by my job, man.
By the wreck.
Oh, it's William D. Tate?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like right there, dude.
All right.
Yeah. So I spent the night there. I mean,
The night?
Was he the...
I got out at 3, because they asked me if I wanted to see a medic or something for my hand. I was like, I was all amped up.
Badass. No, I don't
I was
need
like,
it.
I'm pulling on my thing. I don't even know, And then in the jail.
Well, that was your get out of jail free, dummy.
No, and I know.
Right?
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
I could have, I want to go see a medic.
Yeah, but so I waited and it worked out in the end. So I wound up getting. So I've been handcuffed to a hospital bed in transport to the hospital from the jail to Baylor. They had to handcuff me.
It sucks.
It was pretty awesome.
For a public fray. It's not like you're going to try to escape. And
No, yeah. And then the cop that was the arresting cop, I mean, he was friendly. I mean, everybody was cool. The fire department was cool. Like, everybody was nice, I made friends. Like, everybody.
So neither one of you has to press charges for that to happen?
No. Well, so he was like, so at the time, they were taking our statements, and he was over there saying, like, well, I'll go and apologize. I was like, fuck you, dude. I'm pressing charges on you, man. Like, whatever, man. But I guess they pressed charges on both of us. So whatever.
So he was at that. Now he's conciliatory.
Oh, yeah.
He's upset that.
Yeah, now the cops are there and all this and that. I'm like, whatever, dude.
Anything broken on that old man? Or no?
Do what? Not?
Nothing broken? No.
Nah, I got him a little.
Him?
Nah, just a gash on his forehead. His
pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is man pride.
And,
did you have to go to court?
Yeah, but that's why I mentioned that Texas Law Shield, man. They took care of all that stuff for me, dude. Like, they it's like an insurance, like honestly. And so I was.
But you didn't have to physically appear in court one day?
That's a genius idea for a business. I've never heard of that.
It's great. It's great. Like when I first got it, it was like we took the classes, did everything right, and was like, you know what? Yeah, we got to have this just in case, because like if you even take it out in Texas, like I think they do a grand jury, whatever. It's like there's legal things, So yeah,
it would make sense.
It's so weird. It's so. What do you call it? All the laws and everything around it.
Yeah.
Once you have it, but to get it, it's you can just get it.
Well, no, I think what he's saying is genius because everyone should have to have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you should have to be carrying a policy if you're gonna have the gun and you can bring
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I wasn't carrying it at the time. I was not carrying it at the time.
But you were signed up for the service, so they took care of it.
Yeah. And so it was. And the thing is, self-defense. Like if you're protecting yourself, they'll cover it. So. Awesome.
Wow. Yeah. Even not carrying.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So I spent the night there. They took me there to
Was he in the same cell?
No. So that's another funny part of the story was that they staggered us. When they processed us, right? They put him in first, and then they took me in, and they were putting him in the cell. And he saw me coming in. And he turns around. And he says, "Are you going to put him in the same cell with me?" It's like, "No, you idiot! Like, what do you think? Stupid! Like, you never been to jail before?"
Did he ever apologize to you?
Nah, man, nah.
Like, dude, I took this too far.
Nah, but you know what kind of gets me is that he's my neighbor. He's my effing neighbor, dude. He lives down the street.
Oh, you've seen him?
I saw him again at Tom Thumb, dude. Yeah.
You're pushing groceries.
No, well, I was in the parking lot.
Like Bird and Magic to get back together every 10 years at the
dude,
spot.
the first time I saw him, legit, I didn't get out of my car because I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't want to get mad or anything like that. I didn't want anything else to happen. So I just waited in my car until he came back out and left. And a couple of other times.
Eventually, though, you're going to,
No, I know.
Yeah.
And I seen him in the store. I about face, turn the other way, just walk, whatever. But I think eventually we're going to cross paths.
Would love to see him walking with his wife or something.
Hey, you remember me? How you doing?
You should force the issue in whatever aisle he's on, like it's the frozen food, just reach around. Oh, can I get in there?
Oh, excuse me.
Reach around.
Like, what if you became friends in the long run?
That's what I hope for.
That's so fucking Dan.
That's what I hope for, Dan. And you know what? I did actually have that thought.
Remember Blake and his road rage incident? And then they ran. Oh, I think you weren't here. Jake wasn't here, right?
I don't remember.
Remember that story? How
Yeah.
You guys became friends? High five?
No.
Play a little Call of Duty?
Oh, I guess something happened. I ended up just whizzing around him because I'm an asshole. I'm just an aggressive driver. And I stopped to go to the QT, go in, pee, come out. The guy's waiting for me. And oh no, because I'm real powerful behind a steering wheel when no one confronts me. And then he says, "Hey, are you driving that blue Mazda?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I just wanted to apologize. I didn't know if I cut you off or something, and I just wanted to make sure we were all cool." I was like, "Yeah, man."
Then all of a sudden Blake's, "Oh, no, it's my fault, dude. I should never have done that."
Yeah.
That that's a power move too, because he might have actually been pissed off at you, but he wanted to just put you in that position, and
he just got passed by a Mazda. He was definitely pissed off.
Yeah. Oh man.
So yeah, no, that was
maybe
a fun
fight
experience.
him. Do a rematch at the.
Hey, let's
at
do it,
Elixir.
man. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah, bare knuckles. Oh.
We're at Kroger. Kroger is out trying to outbid.
They're moving around.
Tom Thumb, yeah.
They'll get your cashier, Indian lady, to call it.
Or Grapevine won't sanction this, so we're in Euless today.
Oh.
Yeah, we have to go.
Well, good times.
Great times. Thanks, Eliseo.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my video.
Dragon Productions, bringing you some dumb shit. Got the soul dropping at 3. That's alright with me. I've been waiting all damn day. Isn't that still a thing? Where's my Cajun seasoning? You know it's life to take. Dance garage, yeah, they're high atop. Dance garage, said they're high atop. Dance garage, it's the dumb zone. I've got the dumb zone in my ears. It's the dumb zone. Makes my work day weird. No puppet, no puppet, no motherfucking puppet. Said no puppet, no puppet, no motherfucking puppet. Yeah, no puppet, no puppet, no motherfucking puppet. Said no puppet, no puppet.